all decked out for the holidays. We're in downtown Halifax for the Canadian trials on TSN. Jeff Stoughton's resume includes a couple of Canadian championships and a world title. Yes, he knows how to play the game, still one of the best in our country, but came in playing rather inconsistently. But you know, here, he's one of the best. People were a little bit doubtful about this relationship. Russ Howard, a late addition to Brad Gushue, taught him everything he knows. Look at this, yelling and yelling. He's taught him everything. And now he has him gunning for the championship. It's hard not to get in the holiday spirit when you see a light display like this on the grand parade of downtown Halifax. Hello, Canada. And welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Canadian curling trials. Coming up, it is draw 6 for the men. But I feel like I may have misled you. I was talking earlier today about snow here in Halifax, anywhere between 5 and 7 centimeters. But so far, not a flake. Ray?
Very, very clever, Victor, considering you're not one of the brightest bulbs on that tree.
But we do have teams lighting up the building here with their great play. 4 teams at the very top of the standings with 4-and-run records. Yes, 2 of the teams we're featuring tonight. Brad Gushue against Jeff Stoughton. Joining them, 2-time champ John Morris at the junior level, and Kevin Martin, former Brier champ. Now, not far behind is Pat Ryan, 2-time world champ. But then there's the must-win team, Sean Adams and Glenn Howard, because, yes, we've said 4 is probably too many. Mark Dacey and Randy Furby already at that level, on through Jay Peachy down, looking for his first win. Now let's talk about the 2 teams, starting with the team from your backyard, Jeff Stoughton.
Well, you know, Linda, over the years, Jeff Stoughton's been very, very consistent. He makes a lot of money on the tour. We all know that. But of late, in the provincials, and this year in particular, they really haven't got onto a roll. But that may be a good thing, because it looks like they're getting going here. You have to watch carefully. The key will be Jonathan Meade.
Yes, Jonathan Meade and Jeff Stoughton, we know are top teams, top players. I think it's up to the front end to stay up in that high range along with them. They are a great Bonspiel team, but it hasn't been since 2001 that we've seen them at a national event. Okay, so let's talk about Brad Gushue. Stumbled a little bit today.
He did a little bit today, but, you know, you've got to be impressed. Brad Gushue came onto the scene a couple years ago with a big bang, and you know what? He's added, yes, the godfather of curling. I mentioned it last night, Russ Howard, and I think it gives them that little extra.
And that extra may be helping them rebound from a loss, all that experience. But you know, Brad Gushue has a lot of junior experience, so that's also been a factor so far. And it really has been Russ skipping that has let Brad concentrate on his shot making. And this team can make the very big shots.
So what a terrific game we have coming up. Stoughton and Gushue both at 4-1, and some crucial games on the ice, including Randy Furby and Mark Dacey in danger of losing their 5th tonight.
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you by Tim Hortons Limited Canister and Mug.
They're here.
Let's give Tyler's mom her gift.
I can do it.
Come on, buddy, let's go.
My mom says I say thanks.
For those who are always there for you, why not give a Tim Hortons canister, including 5 packets of their favorite coffee for only $10.49 plus tax. Or the mug, only $6.95 plus tax with 1 packet.
It's time to put yourself on top of the world.
You want to rock your world? There's just one way. Start with a visit to the grand old roaring game.
The Ford World Women's Curling Championship is just months away, and now there are more ways to be a part of it all, with mini packs for 2, 3, or 4 days. Get your tickets now.
The Ford World Winners, all for you in Grand Prairie.
We've changed Cottonelle over the years. Now we're giving it a softer name. Cottonelle is changing its name to Cashmere.
True Canadian taste from Canada's oldest brewery, it starts here.
Who put this music on?
Molson Canadian Lager.
Hurry! 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 Come on! Hurry more! Hurry, hurry, hurry! Hurry!
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you in part by Ford, built for life in Canada. By Strauss Herb Company, makers of the original Strauss Heart Drops, when only the best will do. And by Scott Paper Limited, proud sponsor of curling for 25 years.
On this Tuesday night, the men are playing their second game of the day, and there are some very important and crucial games for teams at 4 losses. History tells us that 4 losses will not get you into any playoff in the past. So John Morris against Sean Adams. Jay Peachy has a chance to play spoiler against Randy Furby, struggling at 1-4. Kevin Martin. Glenn Howard wants to avoid another loss. Pat Ryan, and there's Mark Daisy, former Canadian champion, also sitting at 4 losses. And of course, our game, 2 of the best here this week. And that is Jeff Stoughton and Brad Gushue. And they're playing right in the middle of it all. They're on sheet C, the center of all the attention here at the Metro Center. Let's meet the teams, brought to you by True Value Hardware. Help is just around the corner. The Stoughton foursome, their lead is Steve Gould, Gary Vandenberg, John Meade, and Jeff Stoughton out of the Charleswood Curling Club in Winnipeg. And the Gushue team, Jamie Korab. And of course, Russ Howard, Mark Nichols, and Brad Gushue from the St. John's Curling Club, Newfoundland and Labrador, as they take their final slides. And it will be Stoughton playing the red stones, Gushue the yellow, and Stoughton will have the hammer in the first end of play.
There's a lot of anticipation for this game when we see 2 teams at the very top of the standings matching up.
Like we can.
And as they take their final practice, and we look at Brad Gushue, let's read the ice now with Ray. And hey, as I mentioned jokingly, it's still dry outside, which is good for the ice makers.
It sure is, Dick. They actually been very consistent. Let's talk about the outside in shot first of all. When you're hitting that stone, for example, from the outside in, I can tell you it runs very, very straight. If you're hitting it, and if you want some roll off it, I think you're better off to give it the inside out shot at that. Now, you do have to be careful with this ice in the later ends when you get into this slide path area in here, because they will fudge ever so little, but Hans Vutrick has done a fantastic job. Everybody's pretty happy, including us.
And so Russ Howard, as he skips this team and throws second stones, puts the brush down, and we're underway here in a battle of 2 teams at 4-1. And this is Jamie Korab.
All right. Well, the one thing that we know we'll see tonight right across all 5 sheets is the big weight. All these teams come to the events, you know, get to the show, and they have that's part of their package. And they can move rocks around. They'll take lots of chances, and then things aren't going well, they'll clean things up with that big weight. And it is a big advantage.
Now we talk about staying at the top of the stats. Steve Gould is curling 90%, and he's only 6th amongst the 10 leads. The level of play is so high. And you did see Jamie Korab was first at 93% for the lead. So this has just been remarkable. Some of the shot making we have seen.
No, we're not. Hard, 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 hard. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going.
Good.
Good try,
boy.
Steve.
I'm not sure I've ever had a 90% game in my day.
That's a lot of shots.
Well, you told us that never came in school.
Do that,
Well, that is for sure. That is. I hope my kids aren't listening to this.
Just a couple feet more.
But they don't waste time, do they, Ray? I mean, this is that debate about this, whether you put another one, you go, but they just seem to always want to go right away, don't they?
Wow.
And we talked about that earlier in the week, too. They especially in the early ends, they want to get at it. They want to put the pressure on. This game, curling is a game of pressure. If you keep the pressure on your opponent for a long enough time, then you're going to eventually wear them down.
Really got to bend. Oh, we're good. Oh, if you can't. Yep. Only if you can. Hard line. Hard. Good shot.
Stoughton has that hammer, that ever-loving hammer.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be any keener. Guys don't throw as much down the middle.
I don't think so.
Stevie Gold, known to us for years as the tick man.
Yeah.
And they had the 3-rock rule. A lot of ticks were played, and he was very successful at doing it. That means ticking that front stone, of course, and not taking it out of play in the early end.
Line's good.
Part of the end. But you don't see it much anymore.
Right
We saw one
here,
this
Gary.
afternoon, though.
We saw one attempt. Yeah.
Still there. Still there, Jeff.
Had to come back.
Losing line.
Good.
Very nice,
Try,
Steve.
Stevie.
You know, that's a pretty nice start, wouldn't you say, Linda?
That is an excellent start. You make the perfect come around. Then if you put the stone anywhere too high in the house, that second one, they can get the roll off it. Nice positioning.
And here is second man, Russ Howard.
So if you're joining us for the first time this week, they asked Russ to be their 5th man. Brad Gushue did, and then of course within a team meeting they decided, you know what, you can be of more use to us and help us by playing second and maybe skipping. Makes the angle raise and then rolls the shooter over on top of that stone sitting just back of the tee line. And in the middle of all this, of course, is Mike Adam, who is quite graciously, as Howard said, I'll be the 5th man. And I think you both agree what it's done is taken a lot of pressure off Brad Gushue.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, we talk about what Russ adds to a team. These players that we're playing at this level, they're all championship players. But Russ has that little bit of extra experience, that calmness, the ice reading skills. I think it's been a tremendous addition.
Yeah, and you said this the other night about Russ, and I agree that one of the biggest benefits is the ice reading. Now, the ice is great here, and maybe it's not quite as difficult as we've seen in the past, because the ice can be tricky. And I think that's where Russ really, really shines. I really do.
And make no mistake, and I think we've seen that too in our time here, this is still Brad Gushue's team. And Russ defers to him. Russ will make suggestions, but if it's Gushue makes it and says, I want to play this, they're playing this. And unfortunately, he can't hold the shooter there.
Well, he wanted that to curl more and drive it back. So Jeff gets a chance to split the rings and spread them out.
Again, it's Stoughton with the hammer here in the first. Kathy Goche is with us all week as well. And interesting, Gary Vandenberg at the 2nd position, may be Manitoba native, but he lives in Vernon.
Well, he does, and he certainly has had just a disastrous year by all accounts. Early in the year in September, one of their first practices, he fell over one of the board dividers between 2 sheets. He cracked a rib, took himself out for a while. Don Harvey came in. They won a bonspiel with him. And then he came back 3 weeks ago. He was building a fence at home and took out his 2 front teeth when one of the boards that he was cutting snapped back. Had emergency surgery, but it's been a heck of a road for him to get here.
So we could call him Tim Allen?
That's it, yeah. You don't.
Poor Gary.
Normal.
Good job.
That's why I tell Janie, you know, I don't want to do any of those kind of things because I might hurt myself.
Mark Nichols.
Yep.
Setting up here for a possible exchange of stones. And at 2 for Stoughton.
That was a great roll to try and get the stones closer together. They're hoping as they build one up the house, there will be a double set up at some point. And of course, Jeff Stoughton's hoping the opposite, hoping he can roll away.
You know, we know that Randy Furby and David Netherwin are struggling, and that's for sure. And the game is strange in the sense that sometimes when you get on a roll, we talked about it, Vic mentioned it, I mentioned that the Stoughton teams have not really played up to their potential this year. Yet I talked to Jonathan, he said, Ray, we're playing pretty well, but we're just not getting any results. But you also know that this Stoughton team has been so close for so long at all those events, and he plays on the tour, and he's made as much money almost as anybody, that when they get going, and there's some signs out here that they're on a little bit of a roll.
No, I agree. I think momentum is going to be big, and I think Jeff Stoughton's team at the moment is really building the confidence.
These 2 stones too flat to be a double?
They are, and this is a great point. If you're going to play a hit and there's 2 stones in the house, you play the wide one, because if you play the other one and roll out, they can really split the rings.
And they won't be able to hold the shooter, so another chance to split the rings.
But if you had gone through and tried to hit the center line stone and rolled out, Vic, they would have been able to get tons of separation. Now the most they can get is 6 feet.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty close, say 95.
You never thought of that?
No, I never thought of that.
Like it, Gary?
No. Mind you, your thoughts just usually on hitting the stone.
That's right.
Not trying to get the
just
roll.
Just put it in the house.
That's right. I've watched you play.
Isn't that curious? I honestly had never reasoned that out.
Hopefully.
You won't ever forget the day I knocked on the glass.
No, I won't.
Even him up.
Oh my!
He went to call a shot.
That wasn't me. Actually, it was your associate producer here.
Yeah, but you were there.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, even him up then.
Peter Buchanan. I'm knocking on the glass. And, no.
At the Avonlea Curling Club.
Beauty.
Men's League. And who comes to watch us but Ray?
Same shot, firm.
Yep.
And our skip goes to call a shot, and he's banging on the glass with a pencil and paper saying, no, do this.
He had the telestrator.
Yes.
Very nice draw. Very even in the house.
Thanks.
Jonathan's also the kind of guy that he can get going, and when he gets going and rolling, he makes everything. This team, the Stoughton team in particular, Jeff's a great draw. He can draw. Great draw. Then we see that at the Briars.
Right on.
They can.
Right on.
They can really hit too.
It is interesting, Ray, after you showed us on the telestrator how straight this is. The team wanting to roll in at this moment is Russ Howard, and they're still sticking with that straighter turn, and right now they're fighting it.
There's a little bit of movement with the inside-out shot down there, and you can do a little controlling of the stone with the brushes, especially the way these guys brush. So I think when you're looking for rolls and you need a roll, you're much better to come from the inside out as opposed to this outside in. Now, Jeff, of course, wants he'd love to even roll a little bit the other way. He hasn't got much room, mind you, but.
So you've seen by the numbers, John and Jeff top at the third and skip position. That's why I said that the front end, although they're playing great, they're a little bit on that minus category, while as the back end are pluses all
right
round.
to it hard.
That familiar slide up on the toe. The
Watch the roll, Gary.
corn broom out in front.
Go big, John.
Uh-oh.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's a good throw.
Just with that weight out there, it had nothing when it got here.
Chance to get out of this.
Yeah.
Chance for a double.
Because you're right out, too, for sure.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic of him.
Rush just throws his so hard.
Well,
yeah, right through the break.
Yeah, I think so.
They're talking about the releases because the ice that was given for those wide shots was similar between the Gushue team and the Stoughton team, just different deliveries, different reaction, and now the double opportunity.
Chance for Brad to get out. You can't miss these if you're going to win these games. An opening by Stoughton.
Run it back. Get them both. They did, Troy. One mistake. And now we're heading to a blank, possibly here. My goodness.
You know, let's go back in this end. It all started with a great come around, a short rock, a great come around by the lead, Stevie Gould. And then they exchanged rocks along the way, a few rollouts by the Gushue team, but now a great shot by Brad when a mistake was made by Jeff Stoughton.
Live look at Morris and Adams. John Morris out of the Calgary Winter Club. At 4-1. Sneak it by. Oh, he nearly got it. Got them both moving. Got rid of one, but it's a chance now for Adams with the hammer to pick up an early 2.
Good. Good.
And Stoughton manages to get his blank in the first, so he'll hold on to the hammer. Sean Adams out of the Mayflower Club here in Halifax, a runner-up in last year's Brier in Edmonton, finished at 10-4. But he's one of these teams again in that dicey position. He's sitting at 3 losses, and we realize that it's early, and we qualify everything we say, trying not to get ourselves in too deep. But history has shown in the previous 2 trials that anything more than 3 losses does not get you into the playoffs. And only 3 teams, unlike the national championships, where we play the 4-team Page playoff, and that's a big mistake. Just one for Adams when he had a chance for 2. So only 3 teams make it here instead of the usual 4.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Hitachi. Inspire the next.
Get you back to more curling in just a second. Dan O'Toole inside the Sports Center newsroom. Biggest news in the world of sports, all thanks to the Toronto Blue Jays. They made a splash at the winter meetings, signing A.J. Burnett to a 5-year, $55 million deal.
And I'm looking forward to going up against that division. And you know, I'm looking forward to playing for the skipper and working with Brad again. And it's going to be a good run. It's going to be a good, fun time. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a challenge, and I'm in. So sign me up. I'm ready to go.
We're just really happy that AJ decided to join us, and we're looking forward to seeing him and Halliday come out next time we have to walk in Fenway and Yankee Stadium.
Blue Jays management also saying now they're looking for a bat. We'll have more in a little bit, but curling, it's on the way.
You've never seen anything like this before. Not that. This.
Introducing the new Icy Hot Sleeve, joint-hugging pain relief with medicine that goes on icy to dull the pain, then gets hot.
The new Icy Hot Sleeve. There's never been anything like it.
Winning's about dedication. It's about a commitment to excellence. It's about passion, and if you don't really care, you just don't win.
Mondetta is a worldwide leader in apparel innovation. Like Canadians in curling, Mondetta understands its game. Canada's top curlers are making Mondetta their gear of choice.
Please join me at the 2006 Men's World Curling Championship at the Songus Arena in beautiful Lowell, Massachusetts, April 1st through 9th. Besides watching the best curler in the world compete, there's lots to do in Lowell. And Boston is only 30 minutes away. Tickets and hotel packages are available now. Call 888-WCC-2006 or visit us online. The 2006 World Men's Curling Championship, sweeping the world while brushing with history.
When you choose foods with the Heart and Stroke Foundation's Health Check symbol, it's like shopping with their dietitians, who evaluate every participating product.
Let's update the game early between Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard. Kevin Martin at 4-1, Glenn Howard at 2-3, and this is the final stone for Martin, who was the last Olympic qualifier, of course, won the silver medal in Salt Lake City, failing on his last rock draw. Paul Trulson of Norway claiming the gold in Salt Lake. Howard at 2-3, one of those teams desperate to avoid trying to fall to 4 losses, and against 3. Kevin Martin draws the button. Kathy Gushue?
Well, I think that one of the things that we talked about Kevin Martin's team is knowing the weakness in Don Bartlett's back. They brought Scott Bailey this morning against the Peachy team. They used Bailey. A great game. Kevin Martin made a great shot to win, but it's showing us early that they're wanting to make sure that he's ready to play if Don's back goes down.
Well, I saw Scott earlier. He was checking some of the numbers for the team, and I said, nice to play. He said, yeah, it's difficult to watch because he's usually on the ice and playing with Wayne Madaw, and Madaw is here as well, and he's the 5th player for Glenn Howard. It must be difficult, I would think, for those who usually play at this level just to sit and watch.
Sure, you're itching to get out there. You love to be a part of it. Of course, you want to help the team in any way, and you feel very helpless sitting on the bench.
Good eye, fellas. Like that.
Corner guard curled a little more than Jeff wanted, but there is lots of movement to the 12-foot, so you don't have to worry about it. You can get behind them.
Jeff going with the more conservative play. The first stone came in. Jeff hit it the first time. He rolled away from the 4-foot on the next exchange, and that's when Jeff put up the corner.
3. Line's good. Clean. 3. Yep. Clean. Clean. 3. We're 3. Clean it. Might have to go a little. Clean. Off now. Oh. Good rock. Good boy.
Ray, we've often discussed the 4-rock rule and its merits and whether teams use it properly. Look, it'll help a team that's behind generate some offense. But I'll ask you that if, in fact, sometimes at this level, the men don't give it enough chance. I mean, the corner goes up or something goes up and they go in right away, that they don't put up the corners that are allowed them.
Yep.
Well, do you think so, Vic?
Sometimes I wonder if, in fact, they're not using it as to their full extent. I know that if you put up the corners, the opposition is so good that they'll get in there first, and that's the danger.
Well, I mean, when you throw up a corner like that, you're going to expect that there's a couple opportunities for your opposition to try and take it away from you by getting in first. But I think most of these teams, and I think most of them utilize the corner guard to its maximum amount.
And the 4-rock rule to its
yeah, I think so.
Maximum.
There's a little. We see a little more play in the 4-foot area than we used to see before.
I think every team has their slightly different way of approaching it, Vic. As we mentioned, Jeff Stoughton this end, as we see this draw come down, the come-around attempt. Some go earlier versus the next stone down the line, but eventually these teams all seem to get to the more aggressive play.
Is the hair heavy on my hand? Yeah. That's fine.
I think Russ Howard tends to go early. Jeff does like to play run back, so we saw him stay a little conservative, got the big run back, which meant that Stoughton now has 2 guards that potentially can be used this end.
Wait's real good. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. I got it.
Try to roll away a bit.
Good.
And they do to the edge of the 4. Let's check the ice times now, brought to you by Ford, built for life in Canada.
Well, we've really seen the ice stay so consistent. 14 seconds to 14.5 seconds, hog to hog times for draw weight. Starting at the higher time, 14.5, because it slides much more easily at the beginning of the game and tailing back a little bit. You might see from the men even the big peel. So far this week, I think the fastest peel weight I've timed is 6.5 seconds. We'll see if we get any records tonight.
Don't mind that.
Nice weight.
John Meade throws the third stone for Jeff Stoughton.
Whoa. 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 Yep. Hard, Steve. Hard. Good. Okay, John. Roll now.
That outside in shot is not going to curl. You're going to have to take a chance and take almost the center of the stone if you're looking for the roll.
Maybe a little more.
A live look at the game between Jay Peachy and Randy Furby. Furby scored 2 with the hammer in the first, and you can see he is lying 3 as Peachy from the Golden Ears Club in Maple Ridge gets ready to throw his last. Randy Furby has been the talk of this year's event. Certainly one of the favorites coming in. And is now at 1-4 and really has to run the table, you would think, to give himself any kind of chance. Has to get to at least 5-4.
Quick! Real hard! Hard! Quick!
Brad
Gotta
Fenton.
go hard! Quick! Go!
Kevin Rexseidler. Ron Leach calling the line. Enough to move it back. Very nice.
Good job, bud. Yeah, good line call. Cool.
Very nice shot by Jay as he
Top 4, bud.
makes his way through that port. And what a great exchange on our sheet. We saw hit and roll, and then that big weight shot right there and stuck it in the forefoot.
Yeah, great roll by Gushue's team.
Ton of weight? Yeah, just forward. Okay. Ready? Oh!
You got it out a little full.
Get right to the line.
Yeah, you just got a little full. I think we'll hear what they have to say. Brad comes down.
Setting that intern a little bit.
Setting it, meaning when he says that, he means he just set it back a bit.
Let's try. Corn everywhere.
Great start for Brad Gushue, winning his first 4 games. And in the beating, you know, former Canadian champions and Howard and Furby and Dacey. And then he lost this morning. He gave up 2 and then a steal of 2, 9-5 to Pat Ryan.
Now, Pat Ryan stole 5 points en route to that victory. That's very unusual against teams like Gushue, where they can throw the up weight. You usually can get out of trouble.
It's good. Easy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay.
It just won't come.
A little wide, I think. You want to go? No, we never. It was sort of there.
By contrast,
A little wide, eh?
Jeff Stoughton lost his first to John Morris and then has rattled off 4 straight wins, including this morning against Randy Furby. 11-2. The gloves were off after 6.
Yep. Firm. Easy. Firm. Yep. Whoa. Firm. Hey. Hey. High. 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 Hey.
Jump it behind, and it'll peek out the other side.
All right.
Well, that was really interesting to watch. I was trying to watch Brad's hand closely because we talked about the fact that he threw it a little inside out on the first release. To me, it looked like he tried to soften the hand a little bit, and that, of course, would make it curl more.
I didn't either. What's that? Was it?
Yeah, he definitely didn't set that one back at all. He just...
It's actually a tremendous skill if you can play with the release a little bit. Of course, calling upon the right different release when you need it. You don't want it to creep in when you don't want it.
So another opportunity to blank here in the second. Jeff Stoughton.
Yep. Right to it, guys.
Gould and Vandenberg picking it up.
Good.
Powerful sweepers.
And there it goes.
Good brush. Good Joe. Get in there, Stevie.
So we blanked the first two, and Stoughton holds on to the hammer from the Charleswood in Winnipeg. And this mess is on sheet D. This is Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard. And that red stone right in the middle of everything belongs to Kevin Martin. He opened with one in the first. Glenn Howard, this is the final stone of the end. He has the hammer.
Oh. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Can he squeeze this out at all?
Yep.
Well, he's playing enough weight to try it.
Oh. Nope. One red it is. Steal of one for Martin, and he'll have a 2-0 lead.
Remember when you had to travel to find yourself? You had to stand at the edge to feel alive. Dreams were something you chased after. Nothing's changed, and yet everything's changed. The newly designed Ford Explorer. The adventure never ends.
The Hitachi Big Screen Blitz is on. Purchase any Hitachi television or LCD projector and receive an official NFL jacket with team logo of your choice. Plus, there's a 2-year warranty on selected plasma models. Hitachi. Inspire the next.
The 2006 Tim Hortons Briar is now available in all shapes and sizes. Our all-new mini packs give you the option of getting into the party gras spirit whenever your schedule allows.
Tim Hortons Briar, Regina Party Gras.
So, when do you want to get briared?
First ever Briar, where you want to wear a mask. Hurry, hurry!
Get your tickets now!
Canada's largest coast-to-coast mover, AMJ Campbell has been moving households and offices locally and internationally since 1934. As the official mover of Canada's Olympic teams, AMJ Campbell is dedicated to exceptional personalized service. Our Olympic teams trust us with their valuables, so can you. As the most trusted movers in Canada, AMJ Campbell is your source for your home, your office, or do-it-yourself move. Call AMJ Campbell.
All the way from the craftsmanship to the perfect pour. All the way from its introduction to becoming the #1 light beer in the world. All the way from an exacting brewing process to the easy drinking taste. All the way from the line to inside the club. All the way from the brewmaster to the bartender. When it goes down this smooth, make it a Bud Light. Smooth all the way.
Never stop enjoying life. Strauss Herb Company products. Available at health product retailers across Canada.
Another update for you in this men's 6th draw from the Canadian Curling Trials, and it's John Morris, Sean Adams. We showed you Adams earlier, of course. He had the draw for 2, missed the opportunity, crashed, and so he settled for 1, and look at this. The hit, and it sits in time. 3 for John Morris, who comes in with a record of 4-1. One of the 4 teams who are at 4-1. Morris, Stoughton, Gushue, and Kevin Martin.
Hard line. Whoa.
In our featured game, it's Stoughton and Gushue, and blanks in the first two means that Jeff Stoughton out of the Charles Wood in Winnipeg still has the hammer.
Good.
Well, very similar to the first, Dan, a short guard by Gushue's team. And then to come around a little deeper than they may have liked. But it's fully buried.
So Vic, that's probably the example you were talking about, where there's only one guard out in front and they come immediately and they come deep. And so now you get the series of come-arounds around a single guard. So you're right, we don't normally see a team until they're down in points putting up a guard at that stage. And of course, the risk is that you allow the other team to get in there, maybe even, even to a better position than you might like.
You're fine, really, if the weight's there.
Russ going down the ice to prepare for his second stones. A little getting used to that, I'm sure, this week. Changing back and forth of the positions.
T-line for sure. Line's good. Go hard. T-line, guys. They gotta go, Jeff. They gotta go. Come on, guys. Go, go, hard, go, 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 go. Come on, Jeff. Go. Keep going, guys. Go, go, go. It'll go. As far as you can go. Great sweep, guys. Great sweep. Okay.
Terrific rushing. John Meade, Harry Vandenberg to get it to the edge of the 12-foot.
First and I threw a set.
Well, we know who they're cheering for. Blue Nosers, Nova Scotians. And of course, Nova Scotia team, we have yet to determine who will be part of the Tim Hortons Brier Regina. Our coverage begins March the 11th, the Tim Hortons Brier on TSN.
Oh.
Well, that was a chance for a roll, and at this point, they're really struggling with that spot and playing it the way they are.
I still think that's an easier hit and roll with the other turn.
Yeah.
I'm on that same position, Ray. It's interesting, though, because we've been saying that for a long time, especially on arena ice. You tend to get that, by this time in the week in particular, that big weight straight spot. Makes it tougher and tougher.
For the right-handed curler, that out-turn across his body is, the hardest shot of them. One of the harder shots to throw, but these guys throw everything so well, it's not a factor, really.
Come on. Come on. Go, 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 go. Keep going, John. Keep going. Go, 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 go. Little more, little more, little more. Keep going.
Great brushing. We saw that the speed was all right. It had lots to come a little deeper in the house, but it needed to be brushed to get it by the front one.
Taking the broom right in the center of the stone.
Off. Hard. Off, 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 off. Off. Hard. Whoa! 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 All you got.
Got one right over on the corner. Roll it to the corner.
Shot. I'll call you Bam Bam. Yeah, Russ.
The teams that are going well take advantage of those mistakes.
You did. Fooled you.
One little mistake, a little rub on the guard, and there's a chance to make the roll. Nice shot.
We've seen him smile a lot.
What's not to like?
No, but he means he's enjoying himself. I think this, and it goes back to what you and Ray have said. It's a good fit, not only for Brad Gushue, I think it's a good fit for Russ Howard.
Whoa, get it, get it. Great shot, my boy. Good. Pistol.
Is that any good?
Good.
Picked it right off. Nicely overlapped the top, the stones out front.
Come around on top of it.
Well, we've already seen in the first couple of ends some huge
it's all
runbacks.
game. I'm just not quite throwing them there.
A double in the first by Brad.
What do you think? I think 5-6. 6. I think we can wait a little. Line's good. 5-6. 5. Oh, heavy, heavy. No bump. 6. No bump. Right. 7. Oh. No, 6. 6. 7. Oh, right off.
Oh, yeah.
Go around it. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Looks like Stoughton is still shot, the red stone.
No, we shot.
I think
Jeff's
better than Jamie.
looking. Huh? I don't know. Jeff's looking.
You can
Like
see
that?
Jeff's concern because, yes, the red stone is shot rock, but that yellow
Can
one
we
is
lie two
on the
and
button
freeze?
as well. If you don't get second shot now, it may start to get difficult to get
it's not
close
bad.
to that
I don't know.
button.
I don't mind that, though.
He's talking about trying to hit
What
the
do you got,
yellow
half?
and roll away.
Yep.
Free up
Play
the
hack.
house again.
Yep.
He's in the position with last rock to get his 2 points, and if you do clutter that 4-footer button area, it does, lessen the chance of you being able to squeeze 2 out of it.
Yep.
So if he can get the hit here and roll over.
Hard!
Steve Gould, closest to the stone. Gary Vandenberg out in front. They can't save it.
Okay, John. All right. Should have got off a little earlier. Same thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Line was
feet.
perfect. Shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Line was perfect. Nope.
Nope.
Haven't heard that said too often.
You think, Mark?
About jumping the stone and straightening it up this week.
Finally. Wow.
Well, we talked about it on Saturday and Sunday. It certainly can happen.
Okay.
Whoa.
That was just a bad throw by Jonathan.
Off. You got to get off it.
We're bumping.
Off.
We're bumping. Fudge.
Little bump is fine. Sit there. Okay. I hate to get off him, but good shot. Real good shot.
And there's the acceptance that you're not going to be able to play around. You need to make the run back.
He drives this straight back.
Hard! Whoa! Yes! Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
It was Jonathan's first one that really, because the end was setting up pretty nicely for Stoughton.
Normal.
Now, of course, his
John.
stone is wide open.
Hey, John.
They do make this look rather routine, though. I mean, he didn't make it perfectly, but still, getting those rocks off the button.
What's that?
We should be above the tee with normal.
Yeah.
Can I have a safe? A little more, Russ.
First one, a little more ice.
Hit and roll here.
Yeah.
That's what they'll try.
Yep.
Whoa.
Flip forward. Whoa. Hey. Whoa.
Just sitting right there is fine.
Whoa. Real hard.
They'll try and get it over.
All right.
Well, if you're gonna roll it over that way, you better get it over and buried, because now it does give Jeff a much better chance to get a little flip in behind the red. He hasn't got a lot of room, but he certainly has some.
A little more weight than you were expecting, I bet.
Yeah, just a hair. I overswept it on you. Good shot.
You play this quietly. You see by the ice that he'll just play this quietly and try and get across the face,
Hack
get a
weight, guys.
little hack weight is what he just said, and that's, they're looking for the movement, the roll behind the guard.
And although these big weight run backs are so impressive and fun to watch, this to me is the shot that will win the championship. This quiet shot, because it's hard to read the ice to know exactly the curl. And this is what will give you the big roll in behind cover when you really need it.
Stay with it.
Jeff Stoughton in his first. Still looking for our first point here in the third.
Okay, Jeff. Okay.
So now
Nice weight.
Gushue will get the chance.
Those are very difficult shots.
Hangs, that's not bad either.
Tough to judge.
Kind of weight you like, just.
I like what he just did. Just board.
Hack.
Live look at the game between Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard. Yep. Martin opened with a single with the hammer. Stole one. And now this is a draw for two for Glenn Howard to tie here in the third.
Easy, easy, easy. Firm. Firm. Whoa.
Even without the roll, though, he'll force Jeff to take one.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Of course, the benefit is that Brad has that other yellow stone in the rings. So Jeff can't blank, has to take the point.
It's good force.
Good force is right.
That's fine. Better than the
They got a little fortune, though, because they Jonathan missed a shot, and I heard them talking about it. And Jeff said that maybe they need a little bit more ice, but I don't think Jonathan threw it that well either. I think he maybe got it started a wee bit. It did curl big time on him, though.
Easy. Yep. It's good. Clean. Yep. 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 Clean. Clean. Good.
Final stone.
What?
And first point.
One red.
Stoughton grabs one here in three, and Gushue will have the hammer for the first time when we come back.
Good run back.
Purex Ultra, our thickest, softest Purex ever.
Strauss Herb Company, sponsor of the Strauss Canada Cup of Curling, is a family business with a full line of traditional natural products. Take it from me, Randy Furby, these products rock. They're available at health food stores near you.
Painting is a lot of work, but it can really be rewarding. It really helps to be a true value paint expert. With 900 colors and color made simple, we've made it even easier to get the right shade. So come on in and see what's shaking.
True value. Help is just around the corner. Back pain. It can affect more than your back. Robax Platinum, a special combination of two active ingredients, one to relieve back pain, the other to relax tense back muscles. Robax Platinum, helping you walk away from back pain.
Y&M? A coworker recommended it. All right, people, we have a problem. It's 4 o'clock and I still have no idea what I'm making for dinner. I need answers. Sally? Tim? Anybody? M&M has tons of ideas, complete meals. I have fewer meetings at work now.
Why is this guy cashing his check at Money Mart? He has a bank account. But it's Sunday, and he wants his money now. So he goes to Money Mart. Millions have for over 20 years. They're open late every day, usually right around the corner. They don't hold checks, and it'll only cost him 3%. So, who uses Money Mart? Could be you.
When you choose foods with the Heart and Stroke Foundation's Health Check symbol, it's like shopping with their dietitians, who evaluate every participating product.
Another update for you, and it's from the John Morris-Sean Adams game, with Morris leading 3-1 after he put the 3 spot on the board in the second. And this the final stone of the third for Adams out of the Mayflower Curling Club here in Halifax. 3 Mayflower teams in the field. Adams' clubmate, Mark Dacey, former Canadian champion, and of course, Colleen Jones is playing in the women's competition as he makes the draw for 2 and a tie game going to the fourth. Morris to have the hammer. Now we want to go to the other side of the Metro Center, and this is live now. Pat Ryan and Mark Dacey as they play in the third. No score. And Pat Ryan out of the Kelowna Curling Club does have the hammer. And for Pat Ryan, it is Jim Cotter who throws the fourth stone. Ryan at 3-2 and Dacey at a disappointing 1-4.
The Ryan team have really built up a big end this time, but Mark Dacey decided rather than trying to do something fancy to try and remove some rocks, drew in for a second shot. So this is a draw for 2 for Jim Cotter.
Hurry!
Pat Ryan was trying to line up ways to maybe get at that yellow stone and count more than 2, but Vic, it just wasn't there.
But Ryan does score the first points.
First one of yours, Jesus Christ.
And he'll pick up the lead. And Dacey will have the hammer for the first time in the game in the fourth. As we welcome you back to the Metro Center here in Halifax on this Tuesday evening. Men's 6th draw as we go to the fourth. And Brad Gushue with the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in the fourth.
You know, if you're sitting anywhere in this country watching this curling, the one thing that I'm sure you've noticed that you can't help but notice that you can get things buried, and ice has been so consistent. So Hans Vutrick and a very experienced crew from this area really should, be applauded. The curlers want it to be consistent. It's been quite consistent, and they want it to move so you can bury and utilize the strategy of the game. And boy, has he given them a great surface. I mean, you're passing a guard, Linda, which is maybe a foot and a half or 2 feet in front of the rings, and you're getting it fully covered by the time you get to the 4 foot. I mean, that's...
Back 4.
The 2 big things are consistency and the ability to make virtually any shot, and that's what Hans has done here, giving it to the curlers.
No.
It's a little strong.
Oh, Jeff, whoa. All right. Okay.
Just a little strong by Gary.
There is Hans Vutrick.
Little man from Gimli, Manitoba.
See that? Yep. Come on it.
Runs
Where do you want to hit it?
Garden service.
We got to play
Garden
at least
supplies.
board or fern board to get a...
I was saying it's been a couple of tough summers with lots of rain.
A lot of rain. That area in particular, the lake is high. A lot of the cottage owners have really had a tough time.
And he was one of the co-chairs of the TSN Skins game a couple of years ago.
You gotta get off it. Right off. Right off. Whoa! Hard!
I think Russ was a little outside and was waiting for it. Brad decided to play the double chip. It wasn't a double takeout because the second stone wasn't removed. Decided that's what he wanted to do.
We gotta go at some point. Bottom room. It's pretty close. Got a curl, guys. Coming in good. Got a curl.
Still there, guys.
Only if you need it. Only if you need it. No, we don't. No, we're still there.
Got a curl, guys. Has to curl.
Still there.
Has to curl. Go now. Go.
Nice.
Good.
Great shot.
Try, Gary.
Very nice, G.
You can bump it a rock, it'd be nice.
Really nicely.
Whoa, line.
Spot 6.
Whoa.
Six.
Whoa, way okay.
Things more than that. Right off.
Oh, no line.
Six.
No line at all.
Right off. Whoa.
Oh, line's not good.
Whoa. Busters, remember 2 games ago, you were trying to follow me and yours were just hanging out there.
I know. I keep tightening the weights. I keep putting it right there. I've done that the whole weekend.
Yeah.
I'd love to draw into it. The weight's dead on.
What?
The weight's dead on.
The weight's perfect. Yeah, yours is just hanging up and I've been on like mine and Gary's doing.
Yeah, I know.
What's he seeing here?
Just a little bit different release. This is the fact that they haven't played too much together. Russ Howard does throw slightly differently than the rest of the team, and they're still making adjustments to the amount of ice. That one had too much ice and didn't curl enough to get the shot they wanted.
Everybody kind of throws a little bit differently, and there's different little things you do with the stone, and it's important that you
Whatever you like.
you know that about your team members, so that you can adjust the ice accordingly depending on. You know, I have an outturn that doesn't curl very much at all. It's because of the way I release it, so we know that and we ice ourselves accordingly for that.
Something under this.
From the tuck delivery, their very low delivery, you'll probably get quite a different release than Russ Howard, for example.
Hard line! Hard line!
John Meade.
Hard line! Keep going! Hard, guys. Go, 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 go.
Just stop.
Whoa, whoa! Yep. Whoa. That's good.
Fine.
Great shot.
Are we nosing any good?
I don't know if you could pick it across the top.
No, but if it jams there on that... Yeah. See, if it jams back on that red, it's...
Just leaves him a pretty easy double, but...
It's a pretty hard one.
Try to pick that clean. That's the best shot. Yeah.
Definitely not picking it clean. You may not even get it out.
No, but just... That's fine, but the most important thing, stay here.
What about just freezing in the crotch right now? Is that killer?
No. No, not at all, because then this one directs right in here now.
And then we always got an angle that gets 2 out.
Even if it jiggles this over a bit, Brad, then you've got the raise.
Well,
I like that. I like that.
I don't mind this either. Jiggling out that way.
Well, you're losing this one. He's buried.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Freeze it in there.
Curl.
That's what they're talking about.
If you touch the yellow on the inside, it's not too bad. But I think just frozen in there.
Now, Brad Gushue thought, Linda, if you touch that yellow one in the 8-foot, you might get the red in the middle to go, but you're going to lose that back yellow. Is that correct?
That's right. You leave them sitting shot rock, Vic, and I think they're a little concerned about that.
7. Flat away. Whoa,
whoa. Mark Nichols.
7. Up. Whoa. Maybe 8. Whoa. 7.
7, of course, the number system. That means T-line weight.
Whoa, let it bend first. Let it bend. Finish. Nice shot.
No, they're hoping for the little jiggle, and they got that.
That's way better.
The 2 yellow stones sitting at the top of the 8-foot are situated such that if a hit was made now, you'd rearrange the reds behind cover and the red stone at the back of the 8-foot. So that angle worked out well.
Great shot. Real nice. That bending a lot more than mine.
Got it too, eh? If he hammers this, that 4 rock doesn't go anywhere.
No. But he hammered this. This one might go. I just want to leave him somewhere he's getting more than he... Hammers this. This one's going to be close. Might go by.
You want to call timeout? Timeout? Anyone?
Each team is given 73 minutes plus 2 one-minute timeouts, so an
Right here?
early timeout call by the Stoughton foursome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could throw guard.
He'll double peel. And we
Just
can
if
hit
he
it
makes
readily.
that one, we got the lonesome dove here. This one might.
Well, if he double peels, you can hit this. Yeah. Live 4 or 3.
Wow.
Oh, well, you could. I'm not saying it's smart. I'm saying.
Looking too at the game between Morris
Jeff,
and
if he
Adams.
makes that, though, right?
In a 3-3 tie. Last two stones. Now this is the final rock for Sean Adams.
It's this one that worries me.
At the end.
You saw Paul Fleming, a former Nova Scotia champion, holding the broom.
What? No. What now? How do you get rid of this one?
Well, he hits it.
Morris has the hammer.
That's pretty tough.
Let's go on this one.
I might throw the guard.
Like that? I think it's got to be long.
Can you?
I don't want to let him run in at it.
But I think he's definitely going deeper.
Okay, well let's
Definitely going same way.
let's put it back here where you think it would be.
I was thinking it's probably right over here.
Okay, throw it there.
Past it. He's running our rock at it.
The rock was stopped prematurely on the left-hand side. That's where they're just trying to reposition where they think it would have gone.
Same ice.
The curl.
It won't be
yeah,
a factor.
I might throw a hair more. About the same weight, maybe a hair more.
It's behind the guard then.
Yeah, there's a hair. There's a big hair here.
Yeah, throw the guard.
So John Morris, an opportunity to pick up a couple.
Yeah. We got to top it 6 inches, but let's throw. Yeah, more feel like it.
It's good. Halfway. Line's pretty good. Got to curl a little bit. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Line's good. Line's good. 10.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, Polly. Whoa. Clean, yeah.
Yep.
Clean. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Whoa. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it.
Paul Moffat, Mark Kennedy, there the front end. Kevin Cooey calling line. He moves at his 6 inches and he has a couple.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Curl on my first one.
Well, Jeff called for the guard
I don't know how that's going to help us get
with
that four
Jonathan
out.
Meads, and he got it placed perfectly.
What about just, well...
Doesn't help us either, because that leaves him sitting.
Ripping it any good?
Well, then he just hits the 2. Live 4 on it. Or 3, anyway.
I guess so.
Just draw for 2.
A little early, though.
Yeah, still my shot. I got one left.
Yeah. I know, but what you don't want to do is leave him a shot on that red one. Like, we got to be just as careful as they are, because if we, you know, he's got that all day, and Brad's got a tough one because it's hard to get in there. And if he ever leaves his guard over here somewhere, we're euchred.
I don't care on trying that way. I may end up coming into this, so leave that in there and leave it over that.
Coming in, wiggling this around is no good, is it?
Maybe.
In turn would
Maybe
take...
not, because you're probably rolling here and he might slam it.
I was just talking about like T-line weight just to get that yellow behind.
We got to make up our mind here somewhere.
Yeah, it's only the fourth end.
I'm
and
more
you're
concerned
into
about him making
a long
it.
discussion
Yeah,
here.
Want to just try and get to the nose?
And leave him, yeah, well, yeah, why not? Because that's going to leave him shot, but that's okay.
How's it going to leave him shot?
Well, I mean, what you're going to do is you're going to bump that over. As long as that goes, I guess we're getting.
Well, if we get to the nose.
All right. Yep. Perfect. Yep. Yep.
I don't mind peel. Not huge.
Get to the nose of that stone. Drive it back in here. This is going. This is going.
Go now, Mark. right on the nose.
Mark Nichols.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa! Ah! Ah!
Run it back.
Oh, you can't touch it.
It just didn't get to the quite to the nose.
Now that's pretty good.
It's not bad, but I don't know if it's good either.
Just had to curl a little bit more, and he would have moved that red one further. It's in front of the tee line, of course. You can't be brushed by the opposition.
Not bad.
There's still that redstone top four.
Tap and try and get some angles there so that he can run something the last time.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do this too, Jeff. Can you see enough to? It's pretty dangerous, eh?
I don't think
you
I
ever
can
touched
quite
that?
see enough of it.
Yeah.
I can see half. I tried, but I don't see about a third.
This is the one here that they're saying they can't see enough
Yeah, I don't
of
mind it. Yeah, I like it.
If they
Because
could
then if
see
he
more
does
of that one, they can
do
hit that
something,
one
you've got it's our rock, right?
Yeah.
back onto that
I like it.
red, which would
Although
remove
he can run it.
this one.
I don't think you want it too tight.
Okay.
Right in front of ours.
Yeah.
So the option is to put something in front of the house that'll prevent another yellow stone from being brought into the button area, and it would also leave a red stone out in front. You could use it if you need it on your last.
There's a great look at it. You just can't see enough of it. So, if, as Linda says, just going to put something out in front to protect against the other side. As far as Tuckers are concerned, there's not many that tuck any better than Jeff Stoughton. He tucks forward, so there's no pressure on the outside of the knee.
It's going to over curl. It's going to over curl.
Sure, the comment there, it's faster on that side.
You rub it? No.
Probably was thinking.
Yeah, we've heard that a couple of times, and it's going to also over curl the spot they wanted. They wanted to leave it in front of the redstone edge of the four, also in a position where that guard could be utilized.
Yeah, he just made a big move.
Nearing the midway point of this sixth draw for men, and here are all the scores for you.
He just lost his raises here, though, too. Like, all he's got going on ours.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, board?
Yeah, mine did nothing here, right? I
Yeah.
was a little wide, but
like I said, we want to make sure we roll, too.
Yeah,
right?
just board.
Yeah. I don't even mind hack if you want to play that.
Yep.
You got loads of room.
Okay.
Find a way board.
Got to get the roll.
Just going to have a look. Yeah. Like bumper?
Try and get the roll in here.
You like bumper? Bumper? It's like a third half, eh?
Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Bumper! Hey!
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa! Clean! Hard! Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard!
Right, the roll now. Roll it over. A lie two.
You can see why Jeff wanted that other stone over further, as Linda suggests. This one just makes the move at the end.
Yeah, an inch less, eh?
Yeah. It's a roll. May have rolled a little bit too far.
Can he make this? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Even if you make it, it's pretty easy.
An easy shot.
Yeah, you get rid of this one. One of these may not go.
You still might have a shot for three.
Yeah.
But that one might go that way. Not much, eh?
I don't think it's going to go too far. You just put it here.
Yeah.
See
what, way out there.
And what they were talking about is if they could
right there, doesn't it?
Hit this one.
Well, we run the risk of him.
But
what about
they couldn't see much of it last time, and they certainly can't see any more of it this time.
Well, I wouldn't do that anyway.
Throw it up here.
Yeah.
It will remove
over there, then?
this one here.
Yeah, unless you want to throw the other turn at it, but...
Probably not that one.
Sometimes it falls off the cliff too, eh?
And then they can have a hit for 3. So they're going to put a stone...
Good job, Brad.
There. Or someplace there.
Yeah. You guys like that or no?
It was an interesting discussion about the turn, because I was going to suggest with Jeff's first guard, he might have tried the other turn, but he said it's actually just as tricky.
The guard we leave, you don't want him to be able to rip it in at it.
2 yellow stones right on the button.
Well, he could. Okay. It's fine if he wants to do that. All right. I'd be happy with that.
It's been a long end, it seems. A lot of discussion.
Yeah.
A lot of angles that they looked at.
And one time out already used by the Stoughton team.
Pass the curl,
Stay with it.
Pass the curl.
And Jonathan Meade talked about the stone falling off the cliff, as it were. Are they surprised a little bit by the amount of curl from the outside in?
They actually said both turns, Vic, would do it. So at night, remember, we talk about the fact that the building warms up and there tends to be a little bit of flattening of pebble and a little more curl.
As long as you don't have too much weight.
I think that's the easiest, Russ.
Okay, it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I agree. A lot more than we'll.
You can rub off. Well, you got to rub off.
Almost play it a little feather there, or even feather there.
You'll get by there.
Okay. Well, yeah, we got to squeak the 8th. I think there, Russ.
Do you want to go back 4?
T-line.
Where are they trying to sneak through here? They're trying to come through the hole?
Between the red stones.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Is that enough ice?
Now that's a tiny hole. And actually, the only reason it's a hole is because of the curl, Vic.
So they talked about the quiet weight.
70. 7.
Kind of falls off the cliff.
Yeah, there we go.
7.
Nichols is on the left, closest to the stone. Korab is out in front. You have to wait for it. You have to wait for it to break to find the hole. Needs to really move. Move a little more. No, not quite.
Fine.
And so 2 it is.
A nice call, Vic. Very nice call.
Thank you, Lucy. Let's meet these 2 teams. Throwing the lead stones, Steve Gould and Jamie Korab. The seconds, Gary Vandenberg, and yes, Russ Howard. The third, John Meade and Mark Nichols. And the skips, Jeff Stoughton from the Charleswood in Winnipeg and Brad Gushue from the St. John's Curling Club.
A wide stance keeps you steady on your feet. So mounting the shots outside the frame widen the stance of the Ford F-150. It's the first pickup to do this. Good luck knocking this off its feet. We keep thinking about tough because we want you to drive a Ford.
This is the famous Budweiser beer. We know of no brand produced by any other brewer which costs so much to brew and age. Our exclusive Beechwood aging produces the taste, the smoothness, and the drinkability you'll find in no other beer at any price. Bright, crisp, clean. This is Budweiser. This is beer.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts.
proud sponsor of women's curling for 25 years.
Never stop enjoying life. Strauss Herb Company, bringing science and tradition together for a brighter future.
When you choose foods with the Heart and Stroke Foundation's health check symbol, it's like shopping with their dietitians, who evaluate every participating product.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by the Visa Win What You Buy contest.
Get you back to curling in just a second. Dan O'Toole with you inside the Sports Center newsroom. Next edition of the show, it's coming your way at 10 Eastern. Here's a preview of what we're bringing your way because it's a busy day in the world of sports. Kings and Maple Leafs on the ice early. First, Dustin Brown gets a couple of hacks at it before beating Eddie Belfour. It's 1-0 LA. They're in the first period of play. Flames and Flyers, first period. Damon Lanko streaking in. He can't beat Antero Niittymaki. Flames defensive end. Dion Phaneuf lays out former Canadian junior teammate Mike Richards. Scoreless in the first intermission. And the Blue Jays continue to open their wallets to acquire big pitching. They signed A.J. Burnett to a 5-year, $55 million deal. And he is added to B.J. Ryan. And the fellow following SportsCenter, make sure to stay tuned for NHL and TSN. Joe Thornton making his home debut at the San Jose Sharks as they host the Atlanta Thrashers. More curling right now, TSN.
The women played their only draw, the 6th, this afternoon, and here are the results. Shannon Clybring scored one in an extra to beat Sherry Anderson 7-6, and both now 3-3. You see that Lawton is at 5-1 after a win over Rizzo, as is Kelly Scott, a winner over Jennifer Jones. Colleen Jones lost a 4th, and Sherry Madaw very much in the mix at 4-2 after a win over Marie-France LaRouche. Here at the Metro Center in Halifax. And again, we just remind you past history, 2 previous Canadian trials. Both turned out the same way in men's and women's play. 2 and 3 wins got you in. 4 was too many.
Yep.
And we're at that time of the week when we start to think things out.
A 10-team round robin, Vic, you're right. 3 losses is just about all you would expect. When we get into the 12-team national championships and 4 teams make the playoffs, that's when we often see that 4-loss mark being a possibility.
Yep. Wow. Okay.
Our viewers should remember it's not the page system.
No.
Where 4 teams qualify. It's just the top 3 teams. Teams are tied. There will be tiebreakers.
Yep. Hard line. Hard, guys. Hard. Hard, right to it. Real hard line, guys. Hard. Real hard. Hard, guys. Come on, hard to get by. Hard. Hard. Don't stop. Keep it going. Okay.
Whoa.
Steve Gould.
That's fine, Steve.
Good, Steve.
Well,
Very
you know,
rushing, guys.
Jeff Stoughton may have stirred the pot a little bit with this quote out of the Winnipeg Free Press when he was asked about Brad Gushue. He doesn't have a chance. Gushue has no chance. If I was handicapping, I know who I'd pick. I'd pick our team. Well, that's fine. Hey, you know what? He looked, and the reason he said it, of course, Ray, was he didn't think that the Russ Howard addition would be a positive. It would be more disruptive than anything. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's why he probably said it. But it's the kind of thing that
he just didn't believe that Russ would be a fit.
No,
Vic.
no, exactly. But it's the stuff that goes up on walls and other in team dressing rooms, you know, other sports. Sure, you know.
I just find that if you say anything
you end up giving the other team a little bit of motivation. So I would have just stayed out of it, but Jeff is entitled to his opinion.
Absolutely.
And it was a really interesting thing. I think, Vic, one of the things was the Russ Howard coming onto the Gushue team was a surprise to many people. I'm sure as of Saturday when they started watching our coverage, people were surprised when you said Russ Howard second stone skipping the Gushue team. It was not expected.
Weren't you surprised? Honestly.
I'd heard actually that there was that chance.
I was surprised.
Okay.
Good shot.
Oh, we're not all inside as you are.
That's right. I have my sources.
Or do we have as much time? Lady of leisure.
This angle's not great for him. Okay. Yep.
I think one of the interesting things in the future, Vic, we've talked about the other fifth players that are here, the tremendous talent amongst the fifth players.
This one I'll bet.
In the future, will there be more of this, I guess, is the question, rather than this being the exception this year?
What do you think? Yeah, hard two.
And if you're wondering why, well, because in a situation like this, there is no residency rule. That's correct? Am I explaining that correctly?
That's correct.
That you can pick whomever from wherever you want. You think it makes your team better? In Canada, of course.
I thought that's what it was out of your hand.
On sheet A, it appears Sean Adams is lying one, and Adams has the hammer, and this is his final stone, trailing John Morris 5-3.
He had an open draw for an extra point
I thought
earlier.
it was too. So did I.
It was a tough draw, but
Did he get there?
I think he may have.
Oh.
He did that little spin at the end, Vic. I'm not sure.
That one for sure. So there's one.
Okay. All that. Thanks. Good.
I'll leave him that, eh?
What?
I'll leave him that.
Yeah, it is. A deuce it is, as Kevin Cooey kicks it away. That's the Morris third. And when the opposing third gives it a hoof, that pretty much says it all.
Couple run backs here.
Nice
we make
shot. That was a tough little button to find.
Okay. It curls here, Mark.
Things are not setting up so well here for Jeff Stoughton. He's trying to get those two rocks off the center, but
just two. Yeah, two. Yeah.
That's his zone.
Three.
Shooter out there.
Hard line. Three. Hard line. Three.
Another one of those interesting line of stones with overlaps.
Clean it. Right here. Clean it.
Oh, we're almost a biter, Russ.
Well.
No, we're short.
Well, over bending.
Okay, good shot.
Okay.
Checking in on the game between Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard, with Kevin Martin leading 4-3, or 3-2, pardon me, with 4 wins and just the 1 loss. Howard with the 3 losses and desperate to stay there if he can.
There's a hole.
Final stone in the fifth.
Here?
For the hole?
Kevin Martin tried a run back and didn't make it, leaving that shot for Glenn Howard to hit for 2.
Just gets one more.
Do we
So
get
he
the
has a
yellow one
4-3
out,
lead
the
going to the
back
break.
one? Might go to here. So just do that.
Yeah, if we miss it, we get the red one.
This way.
Right?
Like right on the nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's what he's playing. See?
I talked about trying to get directly to the stones in the house, but now they're going back to running the front end.
Yep.
John Meade.
Roll deep.
Drive it back.
Good.
And by. He does open that center. Gets rid of at least 1 stone.
Yeah, throw 1 there.
You have to keep in mind they're 2 and 3 shots ahead all the time.
Discard the hole with a 1, I think. Be real nice.
Stoughton with the hammer, playing the red stones, but it is a Gushue
I think so.
who is lying the shot stone, center line, top of the 4. Mark Nichols.
That weight's pretty good. 1.
Hard. Rub. Easy.
1, 2.
1.
Clean it. Line's
1.
perfect. Whoa, higher the better. Whoa, it's over bending. Clean. Just clean. Just clean. Clean it. Yep.
Good shot, Jeff.
It's a great guard. It's exactly where they wanted it, nice and long, so it's harder
What about
to use.
the tight yellow one, Jeff?
Oh, we get them all.
I kind of like this one.
If I can hit this, if I can hit this here,
We just have to tell Jeff we're doing it.
if I can hit this here, the yellows go away.
Okay. Deal.
Yeah, half a rock. Okay. Half?
No less.
I'm not really sure John can throw
Okay.
hard enough. But he'll try.
Half the rock, yellow onto red. Move the one yellow, and the back red will get the back yellow.
Pat Ryan and Mark Dacey played it pretty wide open, with Ryan getting the only score, a deuce in the 3rd. Mark Dacey in that situation of 4 losses, and needing, as Randy Furby needs to run the table, needs to win out here to give himself any hope. 5 and 4 might get you something.
All right, John.
Good throw. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Angle it back, and it'll be a steal of 1. 3-0 Ryan. They're going to the 5th end break.
2 stones, one right after the other, big weight, both running straighter than they want
You pick that just as easy.
Not easy sometimes to make those
Okay,
big
let's
weight
come right
shots.
ahead.
You've got to be right on the broom, because they won't move an inch.
Well, even if I'm back here, just second shot, even 3rd shot's not killer. Well, it's not great. Yeah, I like that, Russ.
Between
It'll help you
Zoolander and
here, real hard.
I think we take plenty of ice.
But after seeing that last attempt of the guard being run in,
Put it on the button. Okay.
they're going to draw around everything with the Gushue stone.
Sink one like I did this morning.
Not put another stone up front for Jeff Stoughton to use.
That weight I had last time was what? 8 foot? Top 4? Okay. Even if it's back 8, it's not killer.
Okay.
Try me second shot though.
We talked about Jonathan Meade being the key in this game, and so far to this point in the game, he's had a little bit of just been off that little wee bit, and
What do you think?
has
I
made
don't think it's
a
real
fair amount
heavy.
of difference.
Yep.
Just
Wow,
not
wow, wow, wow. Where is it? Whoa.
hitting them
Rube.
exactly right.
Hey!
Come here.
Hey, we're 7.
Why don't we?
Rube.
Whoa!
Rube. Whoa. Leave it. Well,
Down.
And it slides just back of the tee line for Brad Gushue, the former Canadian and World Junior Champion. Now, during the break between the ends, the ice maker had to make a look like a handle change. Is that right, Kathy?
Well, he came out to look at it because it was a feeling of the front end of Jeff's team that the green light that indicates it's a fair throw stayed on and blinked a lot longer than would normally take place. What that often signifies is that maybe the batteries are starting to go, and so before Jeff gets a red, which might mean that it's a hogline violation inaccurately, they wanted them to check it out. They checked it out, they felt that there was nothing wrong with it, but they are going to keep an eye on it.
Well, throughout this whole end, Jeff Stoughton was trying to get himself in a position to be able to drive something onto the top redstone and remove those 2 yellows, but now it's a matter of just trying to freeze to the face of the stone, the back of the butt.
Just for weight. Whoa. Close. Yep. High. Through. Keep it high.
Sliding just that
Freeze it.
too far, Linda. That's the difference between a good shot and this shot here, and that allows Stoughton to do that, for example.
Well, Brad Gushue was in a tough spot, Vic, because they knew they couldn't guard. That guard could be used, so he had to bring something in behind and leave Jeff something in the 4-foot area. That was a pretty nice shot, but it is still accessible.
Not a lot. If we hit any less than what we could see, we're spilling it. Just stay with it.
Only gotta get it at the 4-foot.
Yeah.
Just trying to pick it off and make Jeff make the same draw for a single.
Whoa!
Whoa! Whoa!
Jeff Stoughton has the hammer.
Hey!
Get it up. Pick it out of there. Look at that.
And Vic, you talked about Russ having fun. It must be fun to watch this young man throw because he is very accurate. Nice little pick.
Ray, I was saying earlier that
The minefield. The minefield.
This, I think, for Russ, go back to his reincarnation, his second time around when he won a Canadian and Worlds, when he had Madaw and Corner and his brother. And again, I mean, certainly years have passed, but the same kind of mentorship was going on then. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I think it can really light your fire again sometimes, you know, and I think that's what's kind of happened here. Let's remember that he tried to you know, qualify on his own right with his own team. He didn't make it, so no way did he think for one moment that he was going to be playing in this event. And all of a sudden, here he is, and not only here he is in contention.
Absolutely. Now there's Stoughton making the draw against 2 to pick up his single. You know what he's saying, Linda? You and me, we're lighting his fire.
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you by Tim Hortons Limited Canister and Mug.
So we're really going to do this? Stop for coffee, only Tim Hortons. All the way to BC.
Only Tim?
All the way east. Nobody's done this before.
We've changed Cottonelle over the years. Now we're giving it a softer name. Cottonelle is changing its name to Cashmere.
Y&M? A coworker recommended it. All right, people, we have a problem. It's 4 o'clock and I still have no idea what I'm making for dinner. I need answers. Sally? Tim? Anybody? M&M has tons of ideas, complete meals. I have fewer meetings at work now.
Whatever the project, it's great to be working with the right tools. True Value's the best place to find those tools. Plus everyday answers for your everyday fix-ups. Come see us, and we'll help you get the job done right. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
You may wonder, who would get a payday loan? The fact is, good people, unexpectedly short between paychecks. Banks, family, friends may not be the answer. So what do? Go to Money Mart. Millions have for more than 20 years. They're open late every day, usually right around the corner, and a Money Mart payday loan costs less. Check their online calculator. You'll be surprised. So who uses Money Mart? Could be you.
We were telling you about teams who are in that desperate situation at 4 losses, and Randy Ferbey is one of those. The 6-time Canadian champion who has dominated the Canadian game, winning 3 of the last 4 championships, is playing Jay Peachy. And Peachy looking for his first win out of Maple Ridge, BC. Ferbey at 1-4. With David Nedowin, of course, throwing the 4th stone. And they get their 3 points in the 6th. And so it's Ferbey now with a 7-2 lead. As we update all the scores for you, Morris and Adams tied at 5. And John Morris, his dad's here, Earl's here, and he's with Kathy.
Well, John's obviously amongst the leaders and in good place. Tell us about the training plan to get him to this stage.
Well, I think one of the things that was important for this team was to have some time together. I mean, the training was obviously important. We did some things a little differently. We didn't play quite as much as in past years, which I think maybe they got a little bit burnt out last year. They worked a bit more in physical fitness. They talked to a team psychologist, but I think the most important factor for them was we worked on team dynamics, team communication, and they're playing really well and getting along very well.
One of the things that John said to me is that his inexperience of the front end, he was wondering how that would materialize here. How did you prepare them specifically for this?
Well, I think the most important thing was to make them realize they were good players by being very positive with them all the time. And I think basically because they've spent some time together as a team, they've gained that confidence. And the skipper's been good to them in terms of letting them know that he really appreciates how well they've played. And if you look at the stats, they're right up there with all the other really good players.
The skipper's well coached. Good luck.
Thanks very much, Kathy.
Earl Morris has quite the resume. 3 different provinces he has represented at the Brier.
The 2005 Tim Hortons Canadian Curling Trials on TSN are brought to you in part by Scott Paper Limited, proud sponsor of curling for 25 years. By Ford, built for life in Canada. And by Strauss Herb Company, makers of the original Strauss Heart Drops, when only the best will do.
Why M&M? Well, they're just so helpful.
Yeah.
You know, unlike some places.
Excuse me, can you help me?
I have to go ask someone.
At M&M, they suggest things. They're not afraid to help.
Well, they're just not afraid.
Same story. Data dying, missing files. Any survivors? One of their men. You see anything? Whoever it was a real pro. What, a hit? No. Given the history of this place, revenge.
Joanna. Rated M for mature.
Take on winter with Stanfield's Polar Therm, the ultimate winter underwear. Enter Stanfield's Beat the Freeze contest, brought to you by OLN and TSN. You could win a trip to Sun Peak Resort in British Columbia, courtesy of CAA Travel, or a Stanfield's prize pack. Hit tsn.ca/OLN to enter. Then test your skills for bonus entries. For every pair of Polar Therm underwear sold November 14th to December 11th, a donation will be made to Raising the Roof, a charity dedicated to long-term solutions to homelessness.
I own a bridal shop in Abbotsford. One of the most wonderful parts of my life are the people I work with.
We have lots of friends here.
We really feel the love come together at Christmas time.
We have a little secret Santa. We give great presents.
Walmart works perfectly because they have all these great things that our girls want to have. Beautiful perfumes, lovely things for their homes. When you feel someone loving what they've received, it makes Christmas all come together.
Make your holiday even better with the Walmart gift card.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Why is this guy cashing his check at Money Mart? He has a bank account. But it's Sunday, and he wants his money now. So he goes to Money Mart. Millions have for over 20 years. They're open late every day, usually right around the corner. They don't hold checks, and it'll only cost him 3%. So, who uses Money Mart? Could be you.
While we have a moment, we welcome you back to our coverage of the Canadian curling trials. Let's go to the game between Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard as they play in the sixth. It's a 4-3 Howard lead. Kevin Martin, playing the Redstones, has the hammer here in the sixth. And he's going to be facing a couple, maybe even three here with his last one, Kevin Martin. A couple for sure.
Well, in this end, Vic, I think Glenn maybe wanted that a touch tighter, but to cut off the draw. In this end, Kevin and Don Walchuk had a little bit of difference of opinion on what should be played. Kevin, of course, wanting to maybe play the bigger weight shot, and I think that as opposed to trying to just get the 2 points early in the end, and now of course you can see what he's faced with. But it's Kevin has had a great deal of success with throwing those big ends at you with the big weight shots, killing a lot of stones. But now it's a soft shot he's going to have to make.
Got to come through the hole to the pin. Got some backing. Walchuk calling them on. You hear Bartlett's there. Carter Rycroft is there. Called off. Find the hole.
It's a great shot, boy.
Oh, you bet it is.
That's why he can take those big chances, because not only can he throw the heavyweight shots, Lou, he has confidence in being able to put it, make the draws when he wants.
Our featured game, of course, is Stoughton and Gushue. Let's check the numbers after 5, brought to you by Tim Hortons and the Limited Mug and Canister.
It has really been a very well-played game. No steals, and we see the huge numbers, both teams at 89%. Jeff Stoughton, we talked about how well he'd been playing, is at 85%. But his opposition, throwing last, Brad Gushue's at 95%. So some big numbers being thrown on this sheet of ice.
And the sixth is just underway. And after the one by Stoughton in the fifth, it is Gushue who has the hammer, playing the Yellow Stones.
I'd like to just touch on that last end by Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard again. I honestly think in my heart that if I had been Glenn, as opposed to playing that last rock of his into the top 8 foot or 12 foot, I would have played it in very tight to try and entice Kevin into throwing the big one at it again.
Go, 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 go. You can move it. Come on, go, go.
Because Kevin Martin can do it all. He can draw. He can run them back.
What's that? Some good shots.
There's just some great curling across all 5 of these sheets right now.
Yeah. Forward. Yeah.
We talk about these kind of games and what they do. The fun part of this kind of game is there's so many great shots. It really does bring you up to your best. The tough part about this game is how mentally challenging it is. There's so many angles and so many decisions. It really can wear you out.
Finish. Yep. Easy. Whoa.
Gets some separation and has got 3 yellows in there and all counting. They happen to be the second, third, and fourth shots at the moment.
Just got to be careful, though. Those Yellowstones can sneak up on you.
Well, Linda, how many times have we heard both at the Scott Tournament of Hearts or the Briar? It's the mental aspect now of the game with so many stones in play all the time.
And it's hard for you to recognize sometimes, Vic, when you're throwing a stone or out there brushing that you are tired, and that's when you start to make some choices or decisions that aren't as good. So you really have to check your own mental attitude, I guess you can say, as you're playing.
Go, Steve. Beauty. Oh, wow. That's very nice. Nice shot. Okay. Take that shot. No good. Very nice.
But as Ray said, this is when the people calling the game are thinking so far ahead. And right now, those red stones can be moved up, and Brad doesn't like that. So he's trying to think ahead and figure out how he can maneuver things so that the yellow stones are favored.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, where's our yellow go if we do that? We'll roll over, it could roll out, but it'll roll over to the corner. Where do you want to hit it?
3/4, 2/3.
On the low side?
Yeah, across the face.
Firm?
Yeah.
Got to make sure everything is straight before you throw it, huh?
No.
Everyone understands. Want to come across the face and run it back.
Good shot. Is that hit?
Now you have to explain to me why that's better for Gushue and why they're happy with that.
Well, first of all, he has last rock, so he doesn't like the clutter around the middle.
He's still got a couple in there. There is a corner guard covering one of them. And you're right, Vic, he's going to have to try and get rid of those reds. There's more than one of them in the house, and there's about to be another one played, but slow setup.
He's still shot rock as well, so that's a bonus.
Mine's good. Whoa, Ken. Whoa. Whoa. That's good.
Where you at? T-line. Oh, baby. Great.
Okay, good.
Shot.
Well, Jay Peachy has a chance to be spoiler here. Still looking for his first win as he plays Randy Furby, desperate for the win. Peachy out of the Golden Ears Curling Club in Maple Ridge, BC. Oh, this is an open draw for 2. But Randy Furby looking a little bit better, I think. At least certainly the score indicates it, despite giving up the 2 here. He's still up by 3, Kathy.
There's no question that tonight, I think that for Marcel and Scott and Randy, we're seeing the former Furby team. They're out here having a little bit of fun, and that's certainly showing up on the board. The only guy that's looking a little tight still is David, and, you know, is the guy that throws the last rock. I think that this week has not been for sure what he expected, and I think he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders still.
Whoa! Whoa!
Looking for the cross the ring double.
Mark Nichols.
Whoa! Whoa!
1. And jumping it and in good position. Not quite far enough.
Now they wanted to move it just so that they brought the other Yellowstone into play.
But Korab was right there.
Just want a hair more.
It was wanting to make that move. It was coming over. just not quite enough.
It's a good shot, Mark.
Hard! 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 Hard, Jeff. Hard, 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 hard! Good.
Okay, whatever you think. Can't believe we didn't play that a little harder.
One thing we quite often talk about, Linda Ray, is how weight sensitive the ice can be. Is it this week?
Whatever you like.
Oh, sure. You see when they step it up how straight they run, and then also how much curl there is when they're playing the hack weight shots and the light tap backs. It's very
7-8. Yep. 7-8.
Lots of weight. 8. Whoa. Wall line. Wall line. 9. Whoa. 9.
The Redstones are sitting first and second
one.
shot. This was asked
10.
for
Oh,
a
not yet.
freeze to try
10.
and
Yep.
set something up for later.
Yeah, high! High, all you got!
Trying to bring it on the back one now.
Hey!
That's fine.
A little more.
Well, we heard from John Morris's father, Earl, and here's the son. In a 5-5 tie, Sean Adams, the opponent, at 2 and 3.
And our sheet, Jeff's going to play the double, hit the Yellowstone.
They would have just thought he meant to.
On the outside, try and come across and push the Yellowstone over a bit.
Double jump? Yeah.
Morris gets a couple.
Whoa. Whoa.
Jeff
Whoa.
Stoughton in his first.
Whoa. Everything you got, Steve. Get out there. That's okay. All right. Get that. It's pretty good.
Worked out not bad.
You can make the double, roll to here. I don't know if you can make the double and stay here. You might just.
You make the double. What about the? You make that double, you probably lose your shooter.
What if you just hit it right on the nose?
He's got to do something with this.
What if we get an angle like we got right there? Just.
That's what I'm thinking. I almost nose it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try that.
It's tough though because you can't jiggle it either way. You roll there, you're dead. You roll there, you're dead.
I think that's the easiest shot though, isn't it? I don't think we can make the double and lie too.
What if you make the double? Okay.
You're gonna definitely lose your shooter if you make the double.
Kind of wait.
Forward.
Okay.
You like that ice?
Should
we
be good.
thrown anything down the spot? Yeah. So
It's another one of those situations where if you were hitting just a single rock, it wouldn't be quite so bad, but Jeff has two sitting there that you have to deal with, and they're talking about if you jiggle one and roll the other way, the setup will not be good for Brad.
No, you need the nose exactly, otherwise Jeff can get rid of them.
Whoa! Finish! Finish!
I'm much on the other side.
Yeah. Good shot. That's fine.
I think you just roll here. This one clips here.
Mark Dacey. His final stone in 6.
Hey?
Pat Ryan
Knows it.
scored 2 in the third, a steal of 1 in 5.
I get him out.
Daisy from the Mayflower in Halifax,
I love that.
the 2004 Canadian champion.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing.
And gets his first points. He's on the board. 3-2. Ryan leads and has the hammer back.
Yeah. What about this draw there? Clip off, you give up 3. Well, I'm just saying,
It's not supposed to clip off.
No, I know.
You know, if we go center line, you could give up more than that. 'Cause you can't clip off and sit here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you like? Just nice then? Didn't roll here?
Yeah, I think so. Roll to this side of this side of the tee line. Just roll to there. Because this is going to be over here, right? You're going to be up here. The double's going to be, well, you might be able to make.
No, I'm going to be back here if anything.
Well, but yeah, which is okay.
I think we should draw.
There's been more interesting little angles. They're saying if you play a hit after Russ had lined up that Yellowstone now as shot rock, that the angles on the remaining stones will still allow Brad to play some sort of shot for multiple points. At first, I don't think Russ thought that was going to work the way the roll went.
Yeah.
Yellowstone that Brad threw.
You don't have to, though.
Okay.
Just getting Jeff to draw.
Okay. Split the center line. Okay.
Real close.
Okay, we're good.
Final stone for
We're good, line.
Line's good.
Jeff Stoughton.
We're good, line.
Wait, eh?
Gotta go. Line's good.
Draw times or what?
14 and a
Line's
half
good.
probably still.
Line's good. Stay with it.
No bump.
Line.
Whoa, it's got to curl a ton.
Line's real good, Stevie. No bouncing.
Whoa, it can't bump at all. Great shot.
Oh, my. Did that dig in?
Boy, it's a good thing it didn't bump off of that, though, Linda.
Oh, got bigger ones than I do.
No, there's nothing.
And throw back 8, maybe.
No, I don't think so. Well,
Spinning up probably.
no, it's not there, Brad. I don't see it.
You don't think?
I think we're going to try it.
I don't think
Well,
we
it's
can,
not there and you cross it, you're not happy.
we can play back line.
Where are you going to roll to? Can you,
You just roll frozen ours. You might tick it a little. I don't think we're going to tick it a ton.
It's like half a rock, you mean?
Oh, a little bit more than half, like 3/4.
But you're going to go that way, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's not good enough. You're frozen there. Ours, you're not too, are you?
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Oh. Well. There's no way to hurt ourselves, is there?
Yeah,
We give him one. Mark said come off there.
What?
This is what they're looking at now.
Yeah, you're right. You really can't. This is going to jam, but you should be if you nut it, you're two.
Let's try this.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think of there with 11?
Yep.
Is that enough, what you got there?
Yeah.
Just going to play.
Just kind of wait. Back 4, back 8.
Back 8.
Back 8, I guess.
Probably had a little bump there for a
11.
second.
Try and push it over.
Okay.
Well, they know they can get rid of the red rock. The question is, can you get rid of it and save the shooter in that area to score more than one?
Yeah.
Firm.
Yep.
Brad Gushue has 1 point.
Hack.
Looking for a couple if he can here in the 6th.
Whoa. Yep. Hack. Whoa.
We're tied 2-2.
Whoa. Hack. Yep.
Now, Horak. Just move it. And spin in. And have a look.
I think so.
One for sure, Mark. Measure that one.
Oh, they're close.
They really are.
They spoke quickly. I'm not sure now.
Now, looking at that. Looking at that. No, you see, now I'm thinking, I'm thinking it's a Stoughton stone.
Stick a
Ray, you
measure on
didn't
it.
commit very quickly.
Looks close.
I thought it made that little
sure.
spin, Vic,
Yeah.
after contact, and it might have been enough.
Oh, yeah.
Linda was, Linda was a little faster. I think it's the redstone.
I do now.
I'm not paying a thing on this team.
You can't.
Okay, I won't change.
My first thought is them.
It's really close.
What do you think?
It was a great attempt, I'll tell you that.
It's pretty close to yellow.
What does it look like,
I
fellas?
think we roll a fraction more.
Hey. Yellow?
I think we roll a fraction more, maybe.
A little thinner.
I thought it had a little spin, which would have made the difference.
Yeah, watch it. See? That little right there.
But not quite enough now that I look at it.
It's still, I'm not.
Yeah. I'm biased.
What's that?
I'll tell you, it's awful close.
That was a great shot, great try. And they weren't sure it was even possible.
Oh, I don't even know who plays that shot.
Yeah, it did spin.
It's red.
Close.
Great shot, Snowdy.
Thanks, buddy.
Jesus.
Gushue has the lead.
What's that? No, apparently not.
TSN HD, redefining the image of sport. TSN HD is proudly presented by JVC. JVC, the HD technology leader. Take the target out. Rolling Stone says Syriana is brilliant. 4 stars.
This is a fight to the death.
It's exhilarating.
Why am I being investigated?
The kind of give 'em hell filmmaking that matters. Syriana.
Now playing in select cities, December 9th, everywhere.
You've never seen anything like this before. Not that. This.
Introducing the new Icy Hot Sleeve, joint-hugging pain relief with medicine that goes on icy to dull the pain, then gets hot.
The new Icy Hot Sleeve. There's never been anything like it.
He's cute. He's charming. He's 2. In other words, my son's a monster. My monster's name is Simon. While he runs, jumps, and turns the house upside down, I film him, edit clips, make DVDs, email movies to the grandparents, and everyone else I know. Because everyone loves a good monster movie.
Start something epic. Start anything you like with a world of software and devices that run on Windows.
Purex Ultra, our thickest, softest Purex ever.
Hi, I'm Randy Kirby. If your typical day is anything like mine, I recommend new Strauss Vitamine, a broad-spectrum dietary supplement for people with an active lifestyle. Strauss Vitamine is available at your local health product retailer.
You may wonder, who would get a payday loan? Fact is, good people, unexpectedly short between paychecks. Banks, family, friends may not be the answer. So what do? Go to Money Mart. Millions have for more than 20 years. They're open late every day, usually right around the corner, and a Money Mart payday loan costs less. Check their online calculator. You'll be surprised. So who uses Money Mart? Could be you.
Continuing with our updates, Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard as they play in the 7th of a 4-4 tie. Howard and his team out of the Coldwater and District Curling Club, Coldwater, Ontario. It's up in the snow belt area of southern Ontario. Winds blowing off of Georgian Bay, and I understand they've had a pretty good snowfall. Ski areas are going to be open in places like Blue Mountain. And he'll make the draw to the top of the 4 for the single 5-4. And now quickly, let's go live to the game between Randy Ferbey and Jay Peachy as they play in the 8th. And this is a hit for 3 for Ferbey and a win for Randy Ferbey. A win over Jay Peachy and a must-needed win for Ferbey to keep himself alive. 10-4 the final. As he goes now 2-4. And Jay Peachy still looks for win number 1. On to the game between Pat Ryan and Mark Dacey. And with Jim Cotter throwing the 4th stones for Pat Ryan out of the Kelowna Curling Club against Mark Dacey. Dacey, like Ferbey, at 4 losses. And Cotter with Rick Sawatsky and Kevin McKenzie on the brush, trying to drag it for every inch. And not quite enough. The steal means it's a 3-3 tie as they go to 8. And this is why it is Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage, because over to sheet A we go. Morris and Adams now. Sean Adams at 3 losses. A must win for him. At 4 could be the bubble number before the week is over. And with Kelly Middlestat, Craig Burgess on the brush, and there's Big Paul Fleming, 2-time Canadian mixed champion, out to help, and using all of it to get it to the button for the single. 7-6. Morris has the hammer back and still leads by 1. And now you are up to date here in the 6th draw of men's play from the Metro Center in Halifax in the Canadian Curling Trials.
Well, the people here, there's a good crowd tonight that are certainly getting their money's worth, because there's been just great shot making on every sheet.
But it's good, not big.
Kevin Martin with his patent high hard ones, and Glenn Howard, master of the strategy, trying to get things in the right angles, etc., etc.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, sunshine. Good. Good shot. Where was that?
7-8. Yeah.
And all this is possible because of the surface they're playing on.
Key line.
Yeah. So we had some play to the middle. You just saw a rock around a corner guard be removed. Nice roll in behind cover. That means Russ Howard will try to raise the stone top 12 into the 4-foot.
No line. 6. Wow. 6.
6.
Wow.
Whoa, no line.
7.
No line yet. Whoa.
6.
Stoughton has the hammer here now. Keep in
separation.
mind.
Yep. Whoa,
And
whoa.
7.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Just don't want to give him the in-up either. I'd rather him slash it. Okay. Sliding good, and just kind of cut it out at the end.
His release is not a 4 rock, is it? His release is not the 4 rock, is it?
He's consistently wide.
Okay. His don't seem to hook half as much though as the rest of them. All right, Mark.
It's a pretty nice shot. They moved the other red one out a little bit, Linda, which is going to, down the road, help things, I think.
You have to be getting a little nervous about the number of red stones
We got to
in
try
that
to come and
house.
freeze on top 12, don't we?
Tap that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Tap. We're here.
Is that going to line it up, though?
Yeah.
They've got to get some yellow
If we ever
rocks
get
in
just
there.
a shade to the inside, it'd be
That's
wonderful.
what what Stoughton did the last end to
Here?
Yeah.
defend against
Just
2 points being scored against
Hack.
them.
Yeah. Hack. It'll go.
Or just a couple feet more.
Going to try and remove it. Get across the face.
Close to Hack.
Hack. Yep.
Yep. Hey! Whoa.
Mark Nichols.
Hey! Hack. Whoa, whoa. Hack. Ah. Ah.
Hack.
Right off.
Slide it by. Gives it a little rub.
Okay. Gives his options.
Leaves Stoughton line 2.
Little hit and roll.
That last one was one, Vic. You asked earlier about getting on the brushing early, and they thought that one would break, so they did brush it early, and that hung it up just a little bit too much. It couldn't come back at the end.
It's a big shot here for Jonathan Meade if he gets a little hit and roll in behind. I think the fun part of this game is watching how they think so far ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Out of it. Hard. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Hard.
And now the inside roll. Is that pretty? July 3 with the hammer.
Run back quad.
Just a reminder, you can see Atlanta and San Jose, the NHL on TSN tonight. From San Jose, the coverage begins at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. The NHL on TSN.
Let's make it.
You like that, Mark? Yeah. Try and get 3 of them anyway. You might get lucky and get 4.
Yeah, this is big trouble. You need a shot now to remove something, and
Let's make it. Your shot.
you have to make it now, because if you happen to miss-hit this, it could open it up and really favor Jeff Stoughton.
Right. Hey! Hey! Hey!
That's a great shot. You probably could get them all. He got 3 of them.
Way to go, Mark. Great shot.
They were trying to get all 4 of them, and what a great throw by Mark. There goes 1, 2, 3, and he almost pushed the one far enough.
And backs
Roll
it up.
Yeah. Great shot, because they were in trouble. That's the weapon that the men have.
Max. Okay. Hey, buddy. Okay. You want to go here? Whatever you like.
Just talking about the weight.
Yep. Hard! Hard! Hard!
Ooh.
Get him. Go. Okay.
And how things can change.
Sorry, boys.
Right?
Jonathan's
It's a little tight.
Inside, right out of his hand.
Oh, I think so.
It'll move. What do you think? Forward?
Yep.
What a turnaround.
I was about to say the same thing. Remember a moment ago we were talking about all the red stones in the rings, and now this one is just a little exposed, and they could be all gone.
Gonna wait.
Forward?
Okay.
You like that? Is that gonna be enough?
Mark
Yeah, I know.
Nichols.
Might be a little...
Got 3 of 4.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it's gonna be late, if anything.
Just light bumper weight.
Whoa! Whoa! Firm! Whoa! Clean!
I'm out.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Clean! Whoa!
Easy! Okay.
2 shots. Look at the difference of that house.
And you know, the other thing is those Yellowstone's top 12, no matter what Jeff does, they can be pushed up.
Make a run back just for one.
Yeah, I don't mind hitting it. What do you think?
Try and make the triple?
Sure.
Okay.
It really changes your thinking. Now, Jeff is the one trying to get rid of the stones in the house.
No, we're only one down.
Is it better off of that, do you think?
Oh, that? Oh, we're
Has he got all chance at all three, right?
Absolutely.
No, I think he'd...
Yeah, okay.
We talked about the game in our opening comments, and we said that the Mark Nichols and Jonathan Meade matchup would be the key. And at this stage, Mark has just made a few more shots than Jonathan, and it's a great game. It's a 3-2 game.
Stoughton now got one, and the jam, and the shooter will spill out the back. Just failed to go over the top.
Just get that first one just a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's okay. Open it wide open.
Yeah.
No, let's go here. Let's give him half.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind here. What's that?
He's made a lot of drives.
You want to see him hit?
Yeah, why not?
Why not go there?
You want to make him draw, or you want to make him hit?
If we want to see him hit, let's go here. If we want to make him hit, let's go here.
Okay.
Or, well, if we want to see him draw, we kind of half tuck one. I don't know. Russ, which one? Okay.
Those of you on the in the Russ Howard voice pool might be feeling pretty good about yourselves right now if you have Tuesday night.
That's right.
Yep. It's going.
Wednesday morning for sure.
Yeah.
No, there was a piece of dirt there.
We don't need to squeak that guard. Oh, I know. That's why I asked for more ice. I don't even mind a little bit more.
As long as we get the force on, it's good.
Yeah.
So the decision is what? Draw or hit for Stoughton?
They're going to try and make him draw, Vic, by drawing around those guards. And you heard the comment about, you know, as long as we make him force him to take the single.
What'll work?
5.
What'll work? Yep. Yep. It's good. Gonna go a little. Hard then.
A great run back by Mark Nichols just absolutely changed this end.
5. Hold. Yep. Hard. Come on. Yep. Hard. Very good. Hard. Hard. A little more.
Okay. French fries.
Talk. Lost it.
Yeah, there you go. We have a winner.
Oh, they're doing my ladder. Gripper.
The yelling by Russ is just a reflex.
Great shot, Mark.
Great shot.
You know, I talked to him, obviously, over the years. We've been with him right from the very beginning. And,
You almost got them all.
He said, you know, I try not to, but it happens. It's just, he's very intense. He's into every game, and that's another reason why he's a great addition to this team. Boy, what a great shot that young guy made.
And what a turnaround, and now Jeff Stoughton has to sit in that hack, regroup after seeing all of his rocks disappear, and draw against 2.
Full 8. That's what he needs.
Line's good. Easy good. Easy, Stevie. You're good, Jeff.
Still looking at 14 and a half?
We are.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
What?
Well, I remember the year he won the Worlds, Vic. He had that button in his pocket. We were all there.
Said that, yeah, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's the force. Forced him to 1. Stoughton here in 7. Well, there's no doubt That has to be the key shot, brought to you by Cashmere. Now Cottonelle has an even softer name, Cashmere.
It's just a huge weapon. You get into trouble, and the thirds have to come up with a big shot. Watch the Redstones disappear.
Get him. Wonderful stuff. We're tied 3-3.
Let's go 2-1-2.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by Dockers, available at the Bay, Sears, and Moores.
Don't you fret, more curling is on the way. Dan O'Toole with you inside the Sports Center newsroom. Take this opportunity to update you as to what's going on in the National Hockey League, because there are a couple of big games. The Toronto Maple Leafs in action against LA. Kings leading 1-0 in the second one. Matthias Nordstrom's shot trickles behind Eddie Belfour. Dustin Brown nudges in his second of the game. 2-1 Kings in the second. Flames and Flyers scoreless in the second. Tony Amante centers for Roman Hamrlik. Finds plumbing. Game stayed scoreless. It stays that way in the third. The Blue Jays continue to open up their wallets. They picked up A.J. Burnett, 5-year, $55 million deal. And following SportsCenter, make sure to stay tuned for the NHL and TSN. Joe Thornton making his home debut with the Sharks as they host the Atlanta Thrashers. Stay tuned for more curling on the way.
You've never heard anything like Sirius Satellite Radio.
It feels like you get every song ever made. Rock, pop, hip-hop, no commercials.
We get a ton of music, no commercials. It's comedy, no bleeps. You know what I'm saying?
If it involves a uniform, a stick, a ball, bang, it's right in there.
Bang, NHL is in there.
It's the best thing I ever put in my car. Next to him.
It's flat out better than regular radio.
With 100 channels, it's more than just radio. It's Sirius Satellite Radio. Find out where to get Sirius at SiriusCanada.ca.
We've changed Cottonelle over the years. Now we're giving it a softer name. Cottonelle is changing its name to Cashmere.
Strauss Natural Health Products make great gifts for people important to you. Available at health product retailers across Canada.
Take on winter with Stanfield's Polar Therm, the ultimate winter underwear. Enter Stanfield's Beat the Freeze contest, brought to you by OLN and TSN. You could win a trip to Sun Peak Resort in British Columbia, courtesy of CAA Travel, or a Stanfield's prize pack. Hit tsn.ca/OLN to enter. Then test your skills for bonus entries. For every pair of Polar Therm underwear sold November 14th to December 11th, a donation will be made to Raising the Roof, a charity dedicated to long-term solutions to homelessness.
When you choose foods with the Heart and Stroke Foundation's Health Check symbol, it's like shopping with their dietitians, who evaluate every participating product.
Well, detectives Fontana and Green investigate a man who is mysteriously killed after desecrating a treasured edition of the Hebrew Torah. Don't miss a new episode of Law & Order tomorrow at 8, 7 Central on CTV. As we go to the 8th of a 3-3 tie, wonderfully played game between Stoughton and Gushue, both at 4-1. Two of the 4 teams top of the table.
Line's good, yep. Line's good. Wait only. Good. Wait only, line's good.
Steve Gould.
Yep, just for line. Hard line. Okay, good. Yep. Thanks, Steve. Okay, Steve, good. Great shoot, fellas. Good shots.
These player comparisons are brought to you by Alexander Keith's, those who like it. like it a lot.
Well, just appreciate both the style of play and quality of play. Only one hit played by the leads. That's aggressive play. 100% for Steve Gould. And Jamie Korab at 95. Just unbelievable so far.
Looks all there. It's going to be quicker going away, Mark.
Whoa. Whoa.
Steve Gould now making his home in Brandon.
Easy.
Steve.
He didn't hurt his percentages right here either.
Or deeper.
Brandon's going to have a big summer ahead of it next year, Ray. They're going to be hosting the Special Olympics National Summer Games. Great sporting community.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, back 4.
Gary Vandenberg.
This is such an important end in the tie game, and we've had such a back and forth type of game. Everybody making some great shots, getting out of trouble. You're just waiting for that one to crack open.
Go, 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 go. Come on, guys, get it past ours.
No, I think it's short of ours.
Yeah, it is. Okay, then.
That's not terrible. Just go a little wide.
A little wide, Gary.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. A little wide on a new path, a little heavier. And
My jam.
Like, just board. Get it across that. Roll there.
Okay.
You got to, yeah.
red on the red. Remove the yellow. Just hope that the red you're hitting doesn't jam on the back one.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Close.
Go quiet.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Hard.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa. Jamie, all you got. Get over it.
Just a little bit too thin.
Yeah.
Well, a little edge here. What did you call him, Ray? Russ Howard, the Godfather. Just a little bit lower at the second stone position, 84% to Gary Vandenberg's 91%.
Yeah, just our nice.
Still good numbers. Does he know that that's his new nickname?
I don't know.
Little big. Stay close.
Gotta get in.
Whoa. Whoa.
Good. Okay, that's fine.
Somehow Don Howard doesn't have quite the same ring as Don Corleone, but
Kind of weight, Hack.
Whoa.
Clean.
Hack.
Just up.
Hack.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay.
That's the second time. Someone flashing right when Russ was shooting, and I can't see him release.
Okay.
sounds like there's somebody with some flash
You like that,
photography that's bothering Brad.
What do you like?
Let's go to the game between Martin and Howard as they play in the 8x4. Glenn Howard leading. Final stone on its way from Kevin Martin. Rattling him around, and when everything clears, 1 and 2 for Martin, 6-5.
Yep.
Line's good.
Wait's real good. Whoa. Yep. Hard. Back 8. Whoa. Whoa. Back 8. Whoa.
Finish it.
Yep. Now go. Go, 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 go. Good. Good try.
You have to wonder if Mark Nichols got a bonus on that huge shot in the last end. Doesn't really matter because he's at 90%. John Meade at 80. It's a great game, but being out-curled at the moment.
6, 7. 7.
That's the difference right there, though, Linda.
Look at the sprinkler.
Mark's made some huge shots, and Jonathan's had a couple opportunities and just hasn't been able to close the door.
Lots of weight. Lot of weight.
Back to it.
Clean.
No, no, no. It's bouncing. We're bouncing.
Finish.
Good
Okay,
getter.
I think it's in pressure, like it's gonna.
Yeah.
Is that the same?
More to tell you about on sheet E. Pat Ryan and Mark Dacey in a 3-3 tie. Pat Ryan, final stone being thrown by Jim Cotter out of the Kelowna Curling Club. Ryan at 3 and 2, Dacey 1 and 4.
Got room.
This is a draw for 3, Vic, and he just threw a little light, and they get 2.
5-3, Ryan leading.
Topping a hair. Yep. Yep. Hard. Move it. Whoa. Tap it. Hard. Tap it. Hard. Okay.
A great shot by Jonathan.
Okay. Good brush, boys. Shot.
That really curled once it got by the top of the house.
Nice.
Right to the inside of that yellow rock.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Yeah.
I was back 8 by itself.
Gushue with the last rock here, so Jonathan came up with a big shot when they needed it.
Whoa! Yeah,
Mark Nichols.
Finally. 6. Anything.
Torab out in front. Gushue closes to the stone. Diving at that stone top of the 12-foot. It's going to be a big scrub to get it by. And they cannot.
Okay. Fine.
You might want to hit that, eh?
It's light.
Yeah.
Not awful. No. If you don't roll, he's just going to run it.
Yeah. Okay.
You definitely
Try
have
and roll
to
into
hit
his?
this.
Well, we can't. We're gonna roll into ours.
Yeah. Nice way. Try and wiggle a bit.
Yeah. Just nice.
So a great freeze by Jonathan Mead. You'll feel good about that, obviously.
Oh, if I don't have the kid missed one. I use the watch arm out to lunch. I said, haha, the kid missed one. He's solid, eh?
That's a compliment.
Jonathan giving compliments to Mark Nichols.
He's solid.
Just nice weight, guys.
It's a wonderful thing about the sport, Ray. I've always admired that.
Yeah, they have so much respect for each other.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
You can't roll anywhere because you come off your own.
Get in there.
Nice. That's good.
Boy, Stoughton. Couldn't do much better. Fill it off this side.
Smack.
Hey?
Boy, Jeff has played well.
Think about it. Can we get this one?
So's Burnett.
Good throw.
Thanks.
Yeah.
They both go away.
You know, it is so much respect, and you look at that situation, and the Redstones look like they're in such a good spot, but Jeff knows what this young man can do.
Hit this here.
Okay.
Onto this here, and you'll see all the reds
Burn. Peel.
go.
Now there's a yellow in there too. Does it go as well? They're just trying to get rid of everything.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's going to move for sure.
Yeah, it can go.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
That one. Go on that one. Doesn't matter.
So leaves one stone, back edge of the four.
Yeah, you can put it here.
Well, huge numbers, as I said. You have to respect the throwing ability of this young man, Brad Gushue, at 96%. Now, Jeff's had a wonderful game at 89%, and it has been very back and forth with the big shots. Not a lot of scouting you can do on those kind of numbers because you're just not going to see a weakness.
This is my curling
off
night
the
at the
button,
Granite
that's
Linda.
amazing.
Those are the kind of numbers we'd be putting up down there. Group C.
Makes this good. We did not have much.
I curl with my best friend Terry Bronson and my two sons.
we had to
It's
know
really
that.
fun on Tuesday
Forward
nights.
it.
I'm sure they're out there curling tonight, and they better have won.
Pretty close.
Yep.
Easy.
This could really close off the house.
Line's great. Yep. Room, guys, room.
I want to
Stay close.
tuck it around a little bit.
Tons of room.
We're button for sure. Finish, baby. Finish.
Yep.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Nice late finish, isn't there?
Yeah, they did. Boy, I tell you, it's a good thing it did. Otherwise, it's going to be a double for two.
It's awesome.
Physically, maybe there, but
No, I don't think. I think we throw a 10-11. Kind of like right there.
Yeah,
similar to where I threw it in the.
it's almost like the one you threw here, right?
Yep.
You're about there.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a little more. Yeah.
It's pretty.
Kind of weight.
Cross is pretty tight when you hit out that ice.
That was a little, just a little more.
Eleven.
Whoa!
11.
So quiet tap for a single.
Clay, hard. Whoa!
11.
Right off.
Need it to work.
Backward.
Need it to work and then sit. Work and sit. Sit. And it won't sit in time. It will be a steal of one. Stoughton picks up the single here in 8. And he'll take the lead.
They said my party days are behind me. I say the party's just getting started.
Learn to play poker with thousands of other players right now at partypoker.net. You can check your email. You can have fun playing poker at Party Poker. Party Poker, the world's largest poker school. It's fun and real easy.
At True Value, we know places in Canada where kids are encouraged to throw rocks at houses, and we even like to give them a little help. That's why we applaud and support all the Canadians who coach, instruct, and organize events, from the grassroots amateur level all the way up to the national championships. True Value is proud to be the official hardware supplier to curling's Season of Champions, and future champs too. True Value, around the corner from your house.
So are we really going to do this? Stop for coffee only Tim Hortons. All the way to BC.
Only Tim?
All the way east. Nobody's done this before.
Why M&M? Well, they're just so helpful.
Yeah.
You know, unlike some places.
Excuse me, can you help me?
I have to go ask someone.
At M&M, they suggest things. They're not afraid to help.
Well, they're just not afraid.
You may wonder, who would get a payday loan? The fact is, good people, unexpectedly short between paychecks. Banks, family, friends may not be the answer. So what do? go to Money Mart. Millions have for more than 20 years. They're open late every day, usually right around the corner, and a Money Mart payday loan costs less. Check their online calculator. You'll be surprised. So who uses Money Mart? Could be you.
Jerome McGinley and the Calgary Flames continue their eastern swing. Wednesday night hockey has Calgary meeting the Devils in New Jersey. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Also available in TSN HD. That is Wednesday night. And that, of course, includes some terrific curling. Martin and Morris. And on the ladies' side of things, we'll have Sherry Madaw and Stephanie Lawton. So in the afternoon, we'll have at 1 Eastern time, Martin and Morris, and then Madaw and Lawton. Make a note of the time. That'll follow the Flames and Devils at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So what a day. So the steal of one for Jeff Stoughton in the 8th. Has him up by 1, and Brad Gushue has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones in the 9th.
Yep. I thought that Brad Gushue actually threw exactly what he wanted on that last one, and that extra weight just rolled off. So I thought maybe that was just a bit too much weight. But whatever way you look at it, it was a stolen point for Jeff Stoughton.
We're by it. We're by it. We're by it.
Little different perspective on this part of the game.
Stop.
Gushue now down 1. Trying to decide what to do in the 9th and 10th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two more great shots by Steve.
All right, James. A little more.
Center line guard. Come around.
Five, 6.
Lots. Felt like lots.
Room. 7. Room. Hold it.
Way out there. Way out there.
Whoa.
Never for line. Line sucks.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
No line. No line.
That kind of says it all, doesn't
No line.
it?
We're bumped a little.
What is it? Swoop over there.
Good shot, Jamie. Thanks.
All right, for the nose is good, eh?
Good tap at a hair. Yeah.
He's gonna have to go.
Ton of room.
Go.
There it goes. Yep.
Okay. Go, John. Right to it.
Still has to go. Go, go, go. Line's good. Line's great. Go, 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 go. Good brush, guys.
Shot.
Shot.
We have one final in this men's 6th draw, and Randy Furby keeps himself alive as he scores 3 and 6, another 3 and 8, goes on to a 10-4 win over Jay Peachy. So Furby is now 2 and 4, and Randy, you'd think, would be feeling better. He's with Kathy.
Well, Randy, a big win tonight to stay in this, but what has been the story of the Furby team?
You know what, we're just on the wrong side of a couple shots. You know, just after this game, our 5th man said that was a better effort, and I disagreed. It was the same effort we've had for 6 games. It was just a better result. Just things quite haven't been working out well, and tonight we sort of put it all together, made him make a few shots, and came away with the win.
So what's the thought, the game plan for the final 3 games?
Well, I mean, we got to do what we got to do here. Just go out and win every game and hopefully get in there. But we're not holding our breath. We're just enjoying the atmosphere of the arena, the fans, and having a good time now, I think.
We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Well, not a lot of confidence there. Again, we just suggest that the past experience tells us that 4 losses has been too many. But
yeah, I've been around this game a long, long time. You never know what can happen. I can tell you. You're right. The stats do show that. You've pointed that out to us a number of times. After I made my original comment about 4 being. But really, it's funny. He does have to run the table and sit there and wait to see what happens.
I think we can hit and roll away.
Kind of wait.
We know if it was the page system, that would be a whole different matter. 4 would be
I like
almost automatic.
firm board. Firm board.
This is a big shot for Russ, trying to make contact with the 3 stones, red, yellow, red combo.
Never. Never. All through on the red. Watch the yellow, Gene. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. That's pretty good.
Pretty nice shot.
All right.
I didn't know. I was just saying stuff. I didn't know what to do. That works. Good shot, Russ.
Where is he, top 4?
Top button, I think.
Yeah, just grabbing a piece of the button. John Meade.
Fine, yep. Fine's good. Yep. Hard. Hard. Fine's good, guys.
Fine's good. Curl, baby.
Whoa. A little rub and roll. Time now for the game story, brought to you by the Strauss Herb Company. Trust the tradition.
Well, the Gushue team have gotten out of big trouble several times. A great double in the first end by Brad to force a blank. Then a Gushue pick in the 5th. And that huge shot by Mark Nichols in 7, a triple takeout.
What are we trying?
And the numbers have been phenomenal at every position.
Hack.
11.
It's so funny, Ray. We talk about all the big shots in the game story, and we're still expecting it to come down to probably a shot in 10 on a very close game, and often it turns out to be a draw after all these big weight shots that have been so impressive.
That shot of Jonathan Meade just was too strong.
All right, Jamie.
Yep.
Oh, he just got there, right? Just got to the nose, push it by.
Couldn't bounce off that one. You had to sit on top of it.
Track for a minute.
Yeah, yours did too. I say yours did too.
There's a live look at Morris and Adams here as they play in the 10th with Morris leading 9-7.
Clean.
And it's getting to be desperate time there for Sean Adams. He knows he's got to make them count here. Morris has the hammer too, so time and stones running out on the team from the Mayflower.
Hard on the yellow. Hard.
Beauty.
Nice shot is right.
That's just how different our A-turns run.
Nose
This is the final stone for Adams in the 10th.
Hit it on the nose is pretty good. You like nose or
In that game, the Morris-Adams game, John Morris's lead did make the tick. As a matter of fact, Vic raised it into the rings, which is, of course, acceptable, and rolled the shooter far away, and that was the huge difference in the end. Nothing got built after that.
All right, so here's Morris going down for his final stone. Just make one go away for the win to go to 5-1.
That's really good if you make
I don't mind that.
You know, you hit it thin.
Wow, yeah.
When he just comes in there.
If we run that back, we miss it. What's he doing?
Hey, real hard.
Mark Kennedy, Paul Moffat picking it up. Cooey with the line call. Morris looking for a 5th win. And he has it.
Good luck there. Good luck there.
10-7 the final.
Oh, wait, we got time.
Good luck.
Well, what's he going to do?
Good luck, buddy.
That's the thing, like,
And Adams
he might
drops
just
to
replace
that,
it and say, take your 2.
4-loss number of 2
I'll go
and
home
4.
one up with, or one up with that, or one down with.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. Time to ripping or coming in off.
Because he's always got this angle, right?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Time to ripping it or the in off.
Ripping is bad. If we miss it, depends what the roll.
Oh, yeah. I like the in-off. I think Mark makes the in-off
Okay,
today.
let's make it.
Pretty straight here, probably.
All right, sounds good.
It'll run dead straight.
Somewhere in there.
That's your
I
type
think
of
we
shot.
gotta hit
Let's
it,
do
Russ.
it.
Yep.
You have to wonder if you hadn't seen Mark Nichols with this superb kind of game and the shots that he's made. We mentioned that triple takeout earlier. If they'd be playing this, Brad Gushue has so much confidence in Mark making this shot.
Two-thirds, I think. No, if we roll in there, it's pretty good.
Mark Nichols. And look at this, another beauty by Nichols.
What a great shot. Absolutely a great shot.
Here they have something called shot of the day. They don't have enough paper for Mark Nichols. There have been so many shots of the day.
Very nice. Nice video. Yeah.
And you have to love it for Mark, too, when his team says, we know you're going to make that. That was a hard shot. The confidence they have in his ability.
Ray, I want to go back to something you said about the addition of Russ Howard and his reading of the ice. Does he help on shots like that, Russ?
Good job, Mark.
Oh, absolutely. That's what we talked about. I mean, they had on the inside of the stone almost. I mean, they held on the inside of the stone, and he hit the rock exactly where they held the brush. And he got the best possible result because he rolled it over and froze it to the face of his own. I mean, Jeff really doesn't have very much here. He's going to have to work like heck to try and hold this to just 2 points.
And Stoughton in his first.
Getting tight. Yep. All line's good. Close. We're up. Yep. Won't drop, dude. We're button. Real tight. Yep. Go for count, John.
Just trying to angle on there.
Sit. That's okay. Okay.
You like getting that by?
I thought we were by.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I thought we were by.
Oh, okay.
They were saying, whoa, if we can. So
You getting
I'm
this
playing
one
as tight as I can.
Well, you might, but even if you don't, what does he do?
Yeah. This is something soft.
I'm thinking hack. We could even throw weight, and if we just...
Gotta watch it here, though. Are we better to do this?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
if you
you're
just
not
want
trying
to do
get
that.
the notes.
Well, if you want to. But
We just
like
can't
I
leave it
said,
there.
oh, I know, we just can't leave it here. Yeah.
He's gonna make it next time, wouldn't he? You see, can you get to the inside? I don't think so, eh?
You got, it's maybe a little bit of air, so you can't throw much weight.
I like this.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. Hit and roll away. Yeah.
Kind of weight.
I think normal.
You got a guy like Mark Nichols making those kind of shots. It's really hard to get a leg up on him. That's for sure. I'll tell you.
Let's make it.
(4-3), Stoughton leads. Playing the ninth.
That's good.
First stone, Brad Gushue.
Whoa, hard.
Bert! Whoa! Bert! Whoa!
Lead.
Yeah!
1-2, hit and roll away. And that's exactly what they talked about, isn't it?
Yeah, they can't leave the shooter there, otherwise Jeff's going to have something to come off of.
Throw it and just squeak the yellow one. You might get two of them.
Okay.
They're just fighting, struggling here to hold this to 2, Linda.
Look at all the yellows in the house
yeah.
if this is not made.
All right, where does he want to go with this?
This time he doesn't want the rub. He wants to get it by Vic into that, nestling into that 4-foot area.
So
Can't
back,
rub off it.
back 4?
No, just trying to
No.
angle.
Oh, sorry,
angle
top
on
4?
The, angle on it if you can.
All right.
Just can't rub off them, Vic. That's why it's such a difficult shot. It has to sit right in front of them.
You heard Jonathan Meade say he thought he was by with the last one, but...
All right, so top 4, final stone, Stoughton.
Line's good.
Line's good. Line's good. Go!
Vandenberg.
Line's good. Line's good, room.
Gould.
Close. Yeah!
Wait there. Line's good, room.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
All right, don't want to bounce off. Just into the crotch there.
Beauty.
A little bounce and sits there. Now, can you get to them? Can you get rid of both of them?
Can you do this?
Well, that's what they're having to look at.
Play the thin double? Even if well, if I miss it, you can do that. Quarter rock. I think it's there for a
risk
couple.
and reward, Linda.
It is.
I like quarter rock.
You're already down
Think
one,
it's there?
but this is for a bundle.
Well, just size it this way. Like if you hit this here.
Well, it's going to be so much spin, Jamie. That thing is going to freak out and go to the hack.
Unless you feather it.
What? Unless you feather it, yeah. But if you hit it too thick, we still get 1. What's the other options? That's the thing.
Just a hack.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that.
We are too.
If you like that, want to throw it.
I think we can get this all day.
All right. Let's make it.
Feel.
Do you think it's there, Russ?
Yeah, I do.
I think quarter rock or a little less. Just get ready to sweep the Jesus out of that one.
It'll jam on the back red one, but I think they're right. I think they'll spin them both. Spin them both out. And you're right, Linda. That'd be a huge end.
All right, what are you looking at? You lose that. You lose that yellow that's at the button. Is that correct? You lose that one. Plus the 2 reds will go. Can you save the shooter? Or does the shooter go too?
You can save the shooter.
So shooter stays. The possibility
and
of
the red one comes off the yellow one and hits the back one.
Okay, so you're losing 2 reds and a yellow. Possibility of 2, 4, maybe a 5 spot here. Could it be the game possibly if you make this shot? There they go! Count 'em up! Said he can make it. Make it all day.
This is just unbelievable. And Brad had that clear thinking and exact positioning in his mind of where to hit it.
Well, he hit it absolutely perfect. Watch it spin off of it. Catch
for a 4 spot.
What?
4.
All year round, we'll take care of everything you value with the right tires, repairs, and regular maintenance. Tirecraft, we'll get you home.
Remember when you had to travel to find yourself? You had to stand at the edge to feel alive. Dreams were something you chased after. Nothing's changed, and yet everything's changed. The newly designed Ford Explorer. The adventure never ends.
All the way from the craftsmanship to the perfect pour. All the way from its introduction to becoming the #1 light beer in the world. All the way from an exacting brewing process to the easy drinking taste. All the way from the line to inside the club. All the way from the brewmaster to the bartender. When it goes down this smooth, make it a Bud Light. Smooth all the way.
They say football is a game of inches. I wish we had inches.
The Scott Tournament of Hearts, proud sponsor of women's curling for 25 years.
Dr. Carolyn Dean, in her new book, Death by Modern Medicine, says that the key to good health is being an informed owner of your own body and making informed healthcare choices. Strauss Herb Company, 25 years in Canada. Trust the tradition.
When you choose foods with the Heart and Stroke Foundation's Health Check symbol, it's like shopping with their dietitians, who evaluate every participating product.
I can't picture that shot. Down the edge of the line there. It's too tough. Half a rock. We want to go live to the game between Kevin Martin and Glenn Howard.
Kevin Martin made one of these this morning against Jay Peachy. To win his game, he's going to have to run this red rock back and stick it, get the yellow rock that's the shot rock, and stay.
Whoa. Angle it back. No. Red.
Fell away.
And it fell away, and it will not go, and it will be 1 for Glenn Howard, and Howard will win it, handing Martin his second loss. Howard now goes to 3-3, 8-6 the final. Right beside it, Mark Dacey. In a must-win for him, the former Canadian champion at 1-4, playing Pat Ryan 3-2, and needing a pair in 10 to tie and force an extra. Rob Harris is on the right. That's Andrew Gibson. On the left, Bruce Lone is calling line. And the draw is for a pair. They'll go one more with Pat Ryan, who has the hammer in the 11th. Yeah, well, see what happens. Yeah.
I don't. We've had a lot of great games, but I shouldn't say this. We've had seen a lot of great shots, but that was the greatest, as good a sequence I can remember. My memory isn't quite as good as it used to.
Clean, yep. A great sequence, and what an amazing performance in this game by Mark Nichols.
Clean. And as you point out, Ray, that Jeff Stoughton stone. By what? Just fraction?
If it goes, like less than a half an inch, if he gets it angled on and not just a little bit more, not beside it, then you can't hit it like that because it's going to jam on the outside one. But the way it was, I mean, I could see it, Brad making it spin off like that, and he did.
But full credit to him. Now, he knows his strengths, too, but he saw that pretty quickly.
He did,
and
right
Russ
away.
was the one that wasn't sure, but Brad said, yeah, I can do this.
That's why the combination's working with it so well. You know, I think it really is. It's all that, youth and enthusiasm and age and experience. Kind of like our team right here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Only the youth isn't quite as...
No youthful. That's right. Yeah.
No.
Clean.
No.
Little less, Wayne.
Yep.
Clean. Clean. Clean.
Good boy, Russ.
So the skipper now throwing second can peel.
Not bad for an old guy.
Nice peel, Mark. Let's go.
Yeah. Should be good.
Steer.
All the way there.
Yeah, no.
Shoot.
Try, Gary.
Poor Gert.
Good shot.
What?
Whichever one you like.
Ram both.
Hit the right one here.
I think Steve Gould is still close to 100, and I've never imagined throwing 100 and losing. I can't remember missing a shot in the last two ends since we saw that number.
No, that's right. I agree. The level of play for every position has just been amazing.
Fantastic.
Yep.
And he's still at 100, right?
He is?
Yes,
Yeah,
he is.
he has to be.
I got it, Jeff.
How'd your game go tonight? Well, we lost, unfortunately. How'd you play? Oh, I shot 100%.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Hard line, guys. Real hard. Real hard line. Real hard line. Come on. Hard line. Real hard line. Go hard.
They're still fighting. They've got the one guard up trying to come around.
Bye.
They need 3, though, Stoughton. They're down by 3 here in 10. They do have the hammer.
What?
Take the guard.
Yeah.
And can you
got it.
point at anything about Stoughton, or has it just been the big shots?
No, Jeff Stoughton just curled fantastic.
Point at the hat. Well, now he's sliding.
Okay. Yeah, those two shots, and then of course
Marcus just outplayed Jonathan Meade, and
But it's not that John's played badly.
no, it's just a few huge shots.
So at the moment, John Meade is 84%, and Mark Nichols is 90.
Yeah, but he's had a couple bonus shots, Vic, that you could really give him not one extra point, a whole bunch of extra points, in the sense that they were turning points. That last in-off, not only did he make it, he rolled to absolutely a perfect spot. You saw what Jeff Stoughton was trying to freeze to. He's trying to freeze to 2 inches of stone.
Yeah.
And earlier, the triple takeout. A run back.
Run back triple. And was a little disappointed he didn't get all 4.
Good. You can play that one if I get the guard. Play the back one. I think I got lots of it. Play the back.
Sure.
Yeah, we got lots. Got lots of the back one, don't we?
Good half.
All right, you better explain this.
Yeah, play the back.
This just seems to be the unconventional thought here. Why would you go after the back when it's not the guard?
Then the game's over. But you bet he's not going to whistle on the wide side. He does, he can give up 3.
Peel. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Okay, run him out.
Clean.
Game's over.
There it is. What a night for Brad Gushue.
Good luck. Good play, Mark. Good luck, eh? Play good.
What a night for Mark Nichols.
Well played, Brad. Good luck. Well played.
What a night for us.
Good luck, man. Nice work. Good play. Thanks, Mike. Good luck, guys. Yeah, thanks,
Gushue, 7-4. Now finally goes to 5-1. Stoughton now 4-2. One game goes to an extra. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
My friends and I have been going to